Chapter 3581 The Transformation of Life Pattern and the Rise of Human Race. Time flies. Yi Tian's life pattern changes very slowly, but he is not in a hurry, and his other cloned bodies can move freely. He fell asleep not long ago, so the human race did not change much. However, since he has returned, the human race has to change a bit. Compared with the creatures in the ancient demon era, human life is too fragile, and the physical body is not on the same level. Therefore, he imitated the body of the ancient demon clan and combined it with the human body, trying to create a resource to transform the human body. Even if it was not as good as the body of the ancient demon clan, it should at least allow the human race to easily break through to the 9th realm or even the ultimate realm, born. After a long period of time, Yi Tian obtained many precious resources and tried to refine something. On this day, he continuously integrated and condensed many resources, and gathered space-time particles from the heaven and earth, integrated them into them, and gradually turned them into a liquid. Time and space ancient liquid. This is something refined by Yi Tian. It can transform the human body. With the help of the new ultimate system he created, if the talent is pretty good, one can easily break through to the peak of the 9 realms, and the best can easily break through to the ultimate realm, host. Soon, the ancient liquid of time and space has been distributed. Any first-level being in the ordinary superdimensional realm can get a copy of the ancient liquid of time and space, while the weaker human race can only use the ancient liquid of time and space diluted countless times. Boom! Within the territory of the human race, powerful men in the superdimensional realm have broken through one after another. After obtaining the ancient fluid of time and space, some shackles, bottlenecks and sequelae have disappeared. Their cultivation levels have skyrocketed, and the life patterns on their bodies are also being optimized and transformed. Their bloodline is tenfold, a surge of times, hundreds of times. From now on, it will be 100 times easier for them to practice. In a short period of time, all the top leaders of the human race took the ancient liquid of time and space, their bodies transformed, their life levels spanned several levels, and their cultivation efficiency skyrocketed. Moreover, Yi Tian also created the ultimate realm master system that is most suitable for high-level human beings at this time. It can also be said to be the ultimate supreme master system, which can be practiced all the way to the ultimate supreme realm. The original system of the human race Euro. This system is the continuous optimization of oneself, using one's own body to fight against all the ways, step by step towards the ultimate supreme body, and it can also absorb a trace of time and space particles from the world to transform the body, making the foundation of the body more and more terrifying. Of course, non-geniuses cannot realize this, but humans also have other paths to take, but the cultivation efficiency will be much slower. In the following years, the human race gave birth to a large number of ultimate realm lords one after another, and there were also ultimate realm lords who condensed their ultimate bodies and achieved the rank of giants. And Yi Tian's son Yi Xingchen easily broke through to the peak of the ancient level, which is equivalent to the peak of the emperor level in the ancient demon era. At the peak of the eternal level, Yi Xingchen is also qualified to challenge the ultimate supreme master, but his foundation is too shallow. It is too difficult to become the ultimate supreme master in this era, which is 100 times more difficult than in the ancient demon era. Therefore, Yi Tian will naturally not let his son challenge the ultimate master now. Therefore, he personally perfected the life pattern in his son's body and asked him to comprehend it. After he understood it, he perfected the life pattern in his body to transform his ultimate body. After that, he created a large number of ultimate arcana for his son to understand and inspire him. Moreover, he often gave pointers, which made Yi Xingchen's knowledge more and more abundant. After that, Yi Tian's wife and daughter also broke through to the eternal realm one after another, and their foundations were extremely terrifying, far exceeding other eternal level realms in this era. Perhaps they could easily defeat eternal level beings in this era. Another long time has passed. Yi Tian's own life pattern finally ended its transformation. The life pattern turned into the ultimate life pattern. It was like a small body of the ultimate ancient demon. With just a terrifying body, it could easily break the top ultimate supreme master. What's more, he also masters the terrifying ultimate arcana of the time and space level. Of course, with his current cultivation level, he cannot cast such an ultimate arcana, but there is no problem in casting the ultimate arcana of the arcana, and he can explode several times. Trick. Of course, for normal attacks, it is enough to use the ultimate arcana. After the transformation of the life pattern, the body becomes the ultimate body of the extreme. It is necessary to continuously temper the body and improve the cultivation level before you can break through to the real top ultimate supreme realm. The other top ultimate supreme realms are just incomplete, even if they are the Doomsday Supreme Lord, also has insufficient foundation, and may not be able to defeat some of the top ancient demon level beings in the ancient demon era. Yi Tian murmured. Of course, he doesn't care about the foundation of Doomsday Supreme Lord and them, he only needs to care about himself. In the following days, Yi Tian was also searching for various treasures and resources suitable for him, but unfortunately he could not find any useful resources. Resources in this era are too scarce. After that, he came to the place where ancient demons, the ultimate ancient demons, sleep. Sure enough, there are at least 60 ultimate ancient demons who have survived, and at least 100,000 ancient demons. The weakest one is probably as good as the top ancient demons. These ancient demons are sleeping here. It seems that there is a problem with their will and physical damage. Why have they never awakened? Yi Tian was also very curious, but he did not enter this area. He knew very well that this area was connected with the auras of these sleeping ancient demons. Once he stepped in, he would be suppressed by the auras of all the ancient demons. With his current strength, he cannot resist the auras of so many ancient demon-level experts on his own, and will be crushed directly. Of course, when he enters the realm of the ultimate ancient demon, which is the realm of the ultimate supreme master in this era, he can try to find out. As for now, he should just improve his strength honestly. In the long years that followed Li Dahao, Yi Tian used some ordinary resources to improve his strength, while extracting space-time particles from heaven and earth to strengthen himself. Unfortunately, his cultivation speed was too slow, not as good as 1% of the ancient demon era. Cultivation speed. That is to say, his realm is really too high, and he can forcibly swallow space-time particles, which is why he has made amazing progress. This day, Yi Tian, a euro the Doomsday Supreme Master, and the Shadow Sand Supreme Master gathered together to chat again. For them, it was difficult to improve their cultivation, so sitting together and chatting was a way to relieve their boredom. Doomsday Supreme Master, Shadow Sand Supreme Master, do you know where there are resources suitable for us? Yi Tian asked. Immediately, he added, except for those places where ancient demons sleep. The Doomsday Supreme Lord shook his head. This era is too weak and cannot produce many resources at all. It is really too difficult to be of great help to the ultimate Supreme Lord like us. Chapter 3582. There are too many powerful humans, and the sea of a euro dimensions can no longer bear it. Just when Yi Tian was disappointed, Doomsday Supreme Lord said, however, if you want to really obtain resources, you may be able to go to a place, Time and Space Ruins. Ruins of time and space. Yi Tian was confused. Come on, I'll take you over and have a look. The Doomsday Supreme Master brought Yi Tian to the ruins, and the Shadow Sand Supreme Master also followed. Here, a crack appeared, and their three ultimate leaders stood in front of the crack. Opposite this crack is the ruins of time and space. The time and space there are very chaotic. Even I dare not go in, otherwise it will be easy to not come back. If I stay here for a long time, if I am lucky, maybe through some ultimate arcane techniques pull in some resources from the time and space ruins. There are still some cracks similar to this time and space ruins, and some ultimate supreme beings have been staying near those time and space ruins cracks. This place is ownerless. If you are the ultimate supreme master, if you are interested, just stay here, build a dojo, and fish for resources all the time. Doomsday Supreme Lord suggested. Yi Tian's will penetrated into the ruins of time and space and felt the power of the familiar endless time and space lines. At this moment, he completely understood. The endless space-time line may have been shattered and turned into ruins, but it has not really dissipated. 537 still exists. The reason why he couldn't sense it was that his cultivation level was low, and the endless space-time line had been shattered and he couldn't sense it with his eyes. Doomsday Supreme Master and the others did not break through to the peak ancient demon level existence in the ancient demon era, so they did not know much about the endless time and space line. Otherwise, they would not have named it Time and Space Ruins. Okay, let me build a dojo here, Yi Tian said. Afterwards, Sun Jizun, Shadow Sha Jizun and the others left. After the two ultimate masters left, Yi Tian began to build a dojo and arranged an astonishing array to cover the area. Although the endless space-time line has collapsed and turned into ruins of time and space, there may still be some resources in it. Even if it is small, it should be enough for me. Yi Tian murmured. Immediately, he broke into the ruins of time and space alone. Boom! The chaotic space-time particles from the ruins of time and space impacted his body. Even the peak ultimate supreme master could not withstand such an impact and could not stay there for a few minutes. But Yi Tian directly activated the Ultimate Arcane Time Sword Shield (CGFA) to protect his body. Even if the time and space particles impacted his body, they were all blocked. Very good. With my strength, there is no problem in activating the Time Sword Shield for a period of time. During this time, I will explore the time and space ruins here and strive to find more resources. Yi Tian secretly said, in the ruins of time and space. Yi Tian quickly searched for useful resources, but the place was almost in ruins, with time and space fragments everywhere. But there are a lot of space-time particles here. While Yi Tian was looking for resources, he was frantically absorbing space-time particles and adding them into his body to strengthen his body. Boom! A large amount of time and space particles poured into his body, gradually improving his cultivation. If you can practice here for countless years, it will be much easier to break through to the top and ultimate supreme level. But he couldn't practice here for too long, and he would have to leave after a while. This is a fragment of a special metal material. It is very good and can be used to refine a powerful weapon. Yi Tian murmured. After putting it away, he continued to search, and not long after, he found a fragment of the treasure. They are fragments of the ultimate treasure of the Jita. The ultimate treasure of the Jita is extremely precious to the ultimate ancient demon. These treasures have been shattered. Yi Tian could imagine how terrifying that battle would be. It should not be the battle for the ultimate treasure of the time and space level. Although that battle was also terrifying, it did not break the endless time and space line. After, he continued to search, and occasionally found resources that suited him. Although they were few, at least they were there. If you are in a place like the Sea of A dimensions, no matter how hard you look, you can't find a resource to improve your cultivation. Fortunately, Doomsday Supreme Lord informed this place, otherwise I would have been delayed for a long time at least before I knew about the ruins of time and space. Yi Tian murmured. After a while, Yi Tian couldn't hold on anymore and immediately returned from the time and space ruins, and then used the resources he brought back to improve his strength. In addition, he also refined a weapon by the way. The weapon he currently has is too low grade and cannot show his strength at all. He was going to refine a weapon suitable for the ultimate supreme master, at least a peak level ultimate weapon, so that it would be suitable for him to use for a long time. So, he smelted some weapon fragments and easily refined a peak ultimate weapon level long sword, which could be used with him to perform the ultimate arcane magic of the ultimate sword world. Time flies, and long years have passed. The number of eternal level ultimate realm lords of the human race is increasing, and the number of ordinary ultimate realm lords of the human race has reached an extremely terrifying level. The number of ultimate realm lords of other racial forces is not as heavy as that of the human race. There are more and more powerful people in the human race, and the resources of the Sea of A dimensions are scarce. Just absorbing the energy of the world is enough to make the Sea of A dimensions collapse. Swish! Doomsday Supreme Master, Shadow Sand Supreme Master and others came to visit Yi Tian. Extreme Master Wanfa, your problem in the Sea of A dimensions is a bit big. There are too many eternal level ultimate realm lords in your human race. Even the number of eternal level ultimate realm lords in the ultimate land is not as many as yours. The Sea of A dimensions is such a big problem. Fangtiandi is too small and cannot bear so many powerful people. Over time, the Sea of A dimensions will inevitably collapse. Yes, countless years ago, we also tried to cultivate a large number of eternal level ultimate realm lords, which resulted in the collapse of the world. Only later did we control the number of eternal level ultimate realm lords in the ultimate land, and then stabilized. The two ultimate masters advised. The Supreme Master of Doomsday, the Supreme Master of Shadow Sand, you don't need to worry, I have a solution. Yi Tian said, there is a way. Doomsday Supreme Master and Shadow Sand Supreme Master are a little confused, but it is not easy to continue asking. Anyway, even if the Sea of A dimensions collapses, it has nothing to do with them. It is Yi Tian's business. After the departure of the two ultimate masters, Yi Tian decided to help Dimension return to advance to the dimension. If it was promoted to a level comparable to the space-time bubble, it would not be enough to withstand more eternal level ultimate masters, or even a large number of ultimate masters. Question. Of course, he cannot do this with his strength, but if it is a world slightly lower than the space-time bubble, it will definitely not be a problem to accommodate more than a dozen ultimate supreme masters and a large number of ancient level ultimate realm masters. Chapter 3583 Breakthrough to the Top and Ultimate Supreme. If you want to transform the sea of a dimensions, you must use the energy of space-time particles in the debris of time and space, so that the sea of a dimensions can transform. Yi Tian secretly said. Therefore, he must set up an ultimate formation to draw energy from the ruins of time and space. With his background and understanding in the ancient demon era, it is not difficult to create such an ultimate formation. In the following years, he studied and created such a large formation. After spending a period of time, such a large formation was finally created by Yi Tian. Subsequently, Yi Tian began to arrange such a large formation in the sea of a dimensions. After some time, Yi Tian has already set up a large formation in the sea of a dimensions. He only needs to activate the large formation to attract the space-time particle energy from the ruins of time and space to flow into the sea of a dimensions. But it cannot be triggered too much, otherwise the countless weak creatures in the sea of a dimensions will not be able to withstand the energy of space-time particles, and they will explode and die one by one. It will take a long time, under the influence of generations, to fundamentally change the nature of the creatures. Adapt to the energy of space-time particles. Boom! Yi Tian activated the formation, and a hole opened directly above the sea of a dimensions, and a steady stream of space-time particle energy poured in. The energy of these space-time particles is still very violent, but under the suppression of the formation, it gradually becomes gentle. At the same time, Doomsday Supreme Master and Shadow Sand Supreme Master also sensed the changes in the sea of a dimensions, and were really shocked by this formation. What a terrifying formation! Yingsha Jizan exclaimed. I can't arrange this formation. Doomsday Supreme Lord shook his head. Wan Fag Zun is indeed a terrifying existence who broke through to the ultimate ancient demon realm in the ancient demon era. Even if his cultivation level is low now, he can still do things that we can't do. Yingsha Jizan sighed. As time goes by, a large number of time and space particles pour into the sea of a dimensions, and the sea of a dimensions begins to slowly transform. The world becomes more and more powerful, the energy becomes more and more intense, and a large amount of resources are gradually born. In this way, the human race's eternal level ultimate realm masters will have the resources to cultivate, and they will not suppress the world. Soon after, the sea of a dimensions had surpassed the ultimate land and was still transforming. It was not until a long time later that the sea of a dimensions could accommodate many ultimate supreme practitioners. Wow! Doomsday Supreme Master, Shadow Sand Supreme Master and many other ultimate supreme masters came to the sea of a dimensions to visit Yi Tian. Ladies and gentlemen, please take a seat. Yi Tian entertained them very politely. When he was able to break through to the ultimate supreme masters, these ultimate supreme masters all had some merits, so he would not look down on some ultimate supreme masters just because they were too weak. Extreme Master of 10,000 Methods, I wonder if the formations you have set up in the sea of a dimensions can be taught to us. Supreme Master of Shadow Sand asked. Can. Yi Tian agreed, and immediately condensed the balls of light, which contained the inheritance of that great formation. Buzz buzz. These ultimate masters have received inheritance one after another, but after taking a look, their expressions changed slightly. Can't read. In fact, the mysteries of time and space contained in this formation are too profound and unfathomable, and they cannot arrange them with their understanding and perception. If you want to set up this grand formation, you must understand the ultimate rules of the Jita, and they don't understand the ultimate rules of the Jita. That is a realm that only the ultimate ancient demon can understand. They are too far away from this realm. The formation inheritance is here, but if they can T arrange it, s useless for them. If they still ask Yi Tian to arrange it in their world, s hard to explain. So, they only chatted with Yi Tian for a while and did not bring up the matter of building the formation. Soon after, these ultimate masters left. Doomji Zun did not leave, but still asked Yi Tian to help arrange the formation. Doomsday Supreme Lord, I can help with the layout, but I can only choose the ultimate place. If I decorate every heaven and earth, I don't have that much time. Yi Tian said, the ultimate land is also okay. After the ultimate land transforms, we ultimate supreme beings can go there to practice. The Doomsday Supreme Master said, okay, then I will go over and arrange it, but you have to provide the formation materials and resources. Yi Tian said. Doomsday Supreme Master and Shadow Sand Supreme Master both agreed. Soon after, Yi Tian went to the ultimate land and set up a large formation, causing the time and space particles in the ruins of time and space to flow into the ultimate land. Please give me flowers. Soon, the ultimate land began to transform, making countless creatures ecstatic, especially those eternal level ultimate realm masters, who were extremely excited. Yi Tian didn't care about the ultimate land and returned to the Sea of A dimensions. After the transformation of the Sea of A dimensions, the development of the human race continued to explode wildly, but it did not affect this world. And Yi Tian often enters the ruins of time and space to look for useful resources, but most of the resources are broken fragments. But as time goes by, Yi Tian is also able to find some treasures. In addition, his own realm is really too high. He has understood the ultimate rules of the ultimate law, which can speed up his own tempering. The efficiency of improving his cultivation is also extremely high. Perfect use of resources. Time flies, and a long period of time has passed. This day, Yi Tian's cultivation has finally reached the peak of the ordinary ultimate master, and is only one step away from the top ultimate master. He has long understood the realm of ultimate rules in the realm of perfection, and even the realm of ultimate rules in the ultimate realm. Entry into the realm of ultimate rules is simply the lowest realm. Therefore, in one thought, he broke through the bottleneck. Boom! Endless space-time particles poured into his body, causing the space-time particle energy in the Sea of A dimensions to instantly decrease. However, he still activated the formation to continue to attract more space-time particle energy to ensure that his breakthrough would not be affected. And the resources found over these long years were directly swallowed by him and turned into widely available resources. His body is transforming, his ultimate will is also transforming, and his strength is skyrocketing. After a long time, he completed his breakthrough and was already a top ultimate supreme being, and not a defective version of other top ultimate supreme beings. Compared with him, those top ultimate masters are too weak, and even the peak ultimate master is extremely weak and not worth mentioning. Very good, I have broken through to the top and ultimate supreme. With my physical body, I can enter the time and space ruins and stay there for a long time without being affected. Yi Tian said excitedly. In this way, he does not need to return from time to time, and can always stay in the time and space ruins, go deep into the time and space ruins, and find more resources. Chapter 3584 Breakthrough, the Ultimate Supreme Master. In the following years, Yi Tian has been working hard to collect resources in time and space shattered void, because he can stay in time and space shattered void for a long time and does not need to return. Therefore, in the coming years, he will harvest resources very frequently, and relying on these resources, his cultivation will improve very quickly. There are many fragments of the ultimate treasure here. It seems to be an important battlefield. Yi Tian collected the fragments of the ultimate treasure he saw and smelted them into his own weapons to enhance the power of the weapons. Anyway, he is very poor now and lacks everything, so naturally he wants everything. Fortunately, the other ultimate masters could not stay in the time and space ruins for a long time, otherwise these good things would not have been his turn and would have been taken away by the Doomsday Supreme Master and the others. Another very long time has passed. At this time, Yi Tian's 653 cultivation level also gradually improved using those resources, and it was very close to the limit of the top ultimate supreme master. Moreover, his physical body is also extremely terrifying. Although he has no opponents in this era, it only includes the ultimate masters of this era. Those ultimate ancient demons are still sleeping. No one knows when they will wake up. Therefore, Yi Tian must improve his strength as soon as possible, at least break through to the peak and ultimate realm as soon as possible. Once he reaches that level, he is sure to fight even against some ultimate ancient demons. Before I know it, long years have passed. This day, Yi Tian's son Yi Xingchen has finally completed the transformation of his life pattern. In addition, he has also cultivated to the limit in other aspects and can reach the ultimate supreme realm. In order to help his son break through, he gave his son some treasures obtained from the ruins of time and space that could help him reach the ultimate level. Not long after, Yi Xingchen successfully broke through to the ultimate supreme realm. Soon, Doomsday Supreme Master, Shadow Sand Supreme Master and others came to congratulate them. They never expected that Li Changsheng would train his son to the ultimate supreme master state. If they were asked to cultivate their own descendants, they would not be able to cultivate them to the ultimate supreme realm. But what shocked them was yet to come. Yi Tian continued to train his wife and daughters, spending countless resources forcibly piling them up to the ultimate supreme state. As a result, the human race gave birth to 4 ultimate supreme beings, as well as a large number of eternal level ultimate realm masters. Seeing that the human race is so strong, Other ultimate supremes are also envious, but they cannot imitate Yi Tian. After all, they do not have so many resources, and they dare not enter the space-time shattering void. After a very long time, Yi Tian has already cleaned up many fragments of time and space shattered void, found many resources, and even obtained a few fragments of the ultimate treasure of time and space level, but he has experienced time and space in the past. But now, after he truly comprehended it, he found that the fragments of the ultimate treasure of time and space in real time and space were more powerful, and the effect of his enlightenment was better. After all, past time and space is past time and space, and the power of past time and space cannot truly project the power of such treasures. Now, having comprehended the fragments of the true ultimate treasure of the time and space level, he continued to deduce and analyze, which also made his several ultimate arcana of the time and space level even more powerful. This day, Yi Tian's cultivation finally broke through. Boom! He has crossed over from the top ultimate supreme to the peak ultimate supreme, and his physical body is more than 100 times more powerful than the peak ultimate supreme, such as the Doomsday Supreme. He can kill the peak ultimate supreme like the Doomsday Supreme with just one breath. Respect. At this point, his real fighting ability is no less than that of the ultimate ancient demon. If he fights desperately, it is not impossible to kill a weaker ultimate ancient demon. Of course, he must continue to practice hard to improve his body and ultimate will. Under the tempering of the ultimate rules of the Jita that he understood, this day he finally condensed the ultimate will to the level of the ultimate will of the Jita. At this point, his strength skyrocketed again. Another day. Doomji Zun came to visit. The Supreme Master of all Dharmas. The Doomsday Supreme Lord shouted. Doomsday Supreme Lord, what do you want from me? Yi Tian asked. Doomsday Supreme Master looked at Yi Tian, his whole body trembling. Yi Tian's aura was too terrifying. Even if he restrained himself, the ray of aura he exuded made him look like a mortal facing a sacred mountain. He knew that Yi Tian's strength had improved again and had reached a level that he looked up to. Something happened in the place where the ancient demons slept. Doomsday's most respected way, quote. Yi Tian's expression changed. If something changed there, it would be a big deal. Whoosh, Yi Tian instantly crossed the void and headed there. Soon, he came to the place where the ultimate ancient demon and a large number of ancient demon-level experts had fallen. Sure enough, some changes had been discovered here. In the past, there was silence here, but now there are fluctuations, which are the vibrations of space-time particle energy stars. Wow! The Doomsday Supreme Master and the Shadow Sand Supreme Master both came here, but did not speak, waiting for Yi Tian to speak. Sure enough, something unexpected happened. I wonder if this unexpected incident will awaken these ultimate ancient demons. Yi Tian frowned. The Supreme Master of Doomsday asked. The Supreme Master of 10,000 Dharmas, if these ancient demons wake up, it will be a disaster. For them, the ultimate Supreme Master of our era is not only weak, but also very few in number, even a fraction of them. Don't worry, according to my calculations, they won't be able to wake up in a short time. Yi Tian said. Exalted Master Wanfa, are you sure you can deal with them? Doomji Zun asked. If I break through to the ultimate level of Ji Dao, even if I can't kill them all, I will still make them jealous and not dare to mess around. Yi Tian said. Then we hope that all laws will respect you. These ultimate supreme masters spoke 1.6 words one after another. Let's go back. Yi Tian turned around and left, and the other ultimate masters also left one by one. And not long after Yi Tian left, in this sleeping place, in a sleeping alone void, a huge ancient demon's body trembled slightly, then opened his eyes, and his consciousness woke up, but the body did not move. I, Hamelo, am not dead. This body is in such bad shape that it will take time to repair. Other ancient demons are also sleeping. It seems that everyone has failed. Forget it, restore your strength first, and then go out and take a look after your strength is restored. Hamelo secretly thought. Immediately, he restrained his aura and fluctuations, and silently began to use space-time particles to repair his body and restore his strength. In this way, another long period of time passed. Chapter 2585 Ask for the Truth. During this period of time, Hamelo's strength recovered a lot, and then he disappeared from the void and walked out of the void. He did not disturb the sleep of other ancient demons or the ultimate ancient demon. Once he awakened a certain ancient demon and caused a battle, even if he attacked and killed other ancient demons, he would arouse the anger of the sleeping ultimate ancient demon and destroy him. He beheaded. The reason he was able to wake up first was not because he was strong, but because the injury was not too serious and he was weak, so he recovered quickly. Whoosh! He concealed his figure and left here without causing any disturbance. Immediately afterwards, he began to wander around the ultimate worlds, sensing the practitioners of this era, and suddenly frowned. This era is too weak. It seems that there are not many ultimate masters who can even compete with the ancient demon level. Hamelo shook his head. He never thought that after countless ancient demon eras, this world would become so weak. This day, Hamelo came to the ancient sea of A dimensions and was immediately attracted by the formations here. Hey, in this era, there is still an ultimate master who can arrange such a large formation. Hamero was shocked. Immediately afterwards, his expression changed. The ultimate master who could arrange such a large array of 26, his strength is probably extremely terrifying. Maybe he can be discovered. Really, a terrifying chi machine locked onto him. A peak ancient demon level powerhouse who has just awakened. Yi Tian walked out of nothingness and stared at Hamelo, his heart full of interest. He wanted to learn some secrets from Hamelo. For example, why are these ancient demon level experts and ultimate ancient demons sleeping? Why are the endless time and space areas shattered, and why are the endless time and space lines destroyed? Boom, Hamelo took action. He also saw that Yi Tian's cultivation level was only the peak of the ultimate supreme master, which was equivalent to his realm, but he was the kind that reached the limit at the peak of the ancient demon level. Otherwise, he would not be able to reach such a level. Survive the war. Perhaps compared with other peak ancient demon level strongmen who survived that era, he was relatively weak, but there were not many ultimate masters in this era, and the resources were so meager, how could we cultivate any strong ones? He is sure to kill Yi Tian. However, when his attack landed on Yi Tian, it was directly blocked by the time sword shield. Immediately afterwards, Hamelo discovered that a prison appeared around him. It was Yi Tian's ultimate arcane dark prison. Blessed by the ultimate rules of Wanfa Ji Dao, this dark prison is very strong. Rumble. Hamoro kept attacking, but he could not stop this dark prison. At this moment, Hamelo panicked. Yi Tian's strength was completely beyond his expectation, and he was probably no less than the ultimate ancient demon. At this moment, a blade of light appeared on Yi Tian's hand. The blade of light contained terrifying power, as if it could kill him instantly. I surrender. Hamelo begged for mercy. Yi Tian stopped. It would be easy for him to kill Hamelo, but there would be no benefit in killing him. The most important thing was to learn the truth from Hamelo. I want to know why so many of your ultimate ancient demons and peak ancient demons are sleeping in that area. Yi Tian asked. Hamelo said quickly, it's because of a disaster. The final catastrophe? Yi Tian asked. That's not the case. Hamelo said. If it were the final catastrophe, we would all die. It was just a final catastrophe, but that final catastrophe was very terrifying. A large number of ancient demons and even the ultimate ancient demon couldn't control himself and started fighting, and a terrifying final thing was born, and a large number of strong men fell. In the end, all the ancient demon level strong men and the ultimate ancient demon joined forces to control a large formation to fight with each other. After fighting, the final thing was killed in the end, but the origins of many ultimate ancient demons and ancient demon level experts were severely damaged, their wills were almost destroyed, the world was destroyed, and the endless space timeline collapsed. More importantly, the final catastrophe has not really passed yet. In order not to be affected by the final catastrophe, we all took the initiative to sleep and sealed ourselves, so we completely avoided this final catastrophe. So that's it. Yi Tian understood. But this is not good news, because the final disaster has not yet come. If it does come, how can he survive it with his strength? Can you survive the final catastrophe? Yi Tian asked again. Senior, I'm just a peak ancient demon, I don't know. Hamelo said. Right, Yi Tian shook his head. He actually expected a peak ancient demon to know how to survive the final calamity. The other party probably knew about the final calamity because he probably heard it from the mouth of the ultimate ancient demon. When will those ultimate ancient demons wake up? Yi Tian asked again. Hamelo said. It shouldn't take too long. Although those ultimate ancient demons are the most seriously injured and their recovery is slower, I have sensed it before and found that their injuries are about the same. After their injuries recover, the ban will be automatically lifted. Quote. Which tribe do you belong to? Yi Tian asked. Harvey headquarters. Hamelo said. Tell me about the strength and names of those ultimate 557 ancient demons. Yi Tian asked. Hamelo did not dare not to obey, and directly revealed the strength and names of those ultimate ancient demons. After Yi Tian listened, he felt that many of the names of the ultimate ancient demons were familiar. Some of them were the peak ancient demons he entered in that time and space, and later became the ultimate ancient demons. And the name of one of the top ultimate ancient demons is very familiar to Yi Tian, Ancient Demon Mingya. Ancient Demon Mingya. Yi Tian was a little surprised that the other party turned out to be the top ultimate ancient demon. However, in real time and space, Ancient Demon Mingya did not know him, and the two parties had no intersection, so naturally they could not be considered friends. If you encounter them, they are enemies. After that, Yi Tian asked many more questions, and Hamelo answered them one by one. Immediately, Yi Tian began to think about how to deal with Hamoruo. Kill. It's not good. Once Hamelo is killed, the main group behind Hamelo and other ancient demons will be offended. Maybe it will arouse the anger of the entire ancient demon clan. Therefore, it cannot be killed. I don't have to kill you, but you will practice diligently during this period, and you are not allowed to cause trouble. Yi Tian ordered. Yes, Hamelo breathed a sigh of relief. He thought he was really going to die, but he didn't expect Yi Tian not to kill him. Chapter 3586 The Ultimate Ancient Demon Awakens. In the days that followed, Hamelo was restricted to one place to practice. And Yi Tian also informed the other ultimate supreme beings about the awakening of an ancient demon, and the other ultimate supreme beings were immediately shocked and frightened. Doomsday Supreme Master and Shadow Sand Supreme Master came over immediately to inquire about the situation. Wanfa Jizun, what exactly is going on? Doom Jizun asked. Yi Tian explained. A peak ancient demon level strongman awakened, came to my territory, and was subdued by me. For the time being, he would not do anything. I restricted his movements, but did not kill him. If I killed him, he would not do anything. Without him, it is easy to offend the ultimate ancient demon behind him. At least, we have no conflict with these ancient demons now. Quote. They nodded. Those ancient demons can wake up, and if they are offended, they are no match at all. Therefore, if you can avoid offending, then do not offend. In the days that followed, Yi Tian worked harder to practice, making his body stronger and stronger, and his cultivation higher and higher. Another period of time passed, and another peak ancient demon level strongman awakened. His strength was only slightly stronger than Hamelo. The other party learned about Yi Tian's strength and did not dare to cause trouble. Yi Tian, a euro on the other hand, relied on the resources from time and space shattered void to gradually improve his cultivation to the limit of the ultimate supreme master. If another period of time passes, he will be able to reach the ultimate supreme realm of the extreme realm, which is equivalent to that of the ultimate ancient demon. For him, it is a very simple matter to reach the ultimate supreme realm of the Yakuza without any bottlenecks. At this time, more and more ancient demons were awakening. Fortunately, they were all peak ancient demon level experts. Some wanted to cause trouble, but were directly suppressed by Yi Tian. In the absence of other ultimate ancient demons awakening, these peak ancient demon level powerhouses did not dare to cause trouble at all. In this way, Yi Tian's cultivation level gradually improved to the ultimate level of the ultimate supreme master, and he was able to attack the ultimate supreme master of the extreme realm. The ruins of time and space. A duplicate body of Yi Tian came here, preparing to use the violent space-time particle energy here to impact the ultimate master of the Jita. Let's get started. Yi Tian began to transform his ultimate supreme body into the ultimate supreme body of the supreme realm. He has long understood the ultimate rules of the ultimate way, and his will has been transformed into the ultimate will of the ultimate way. Breakthrough is just a matter of thought. Boom! His body began to absorb space-time particle energy crazily. No matter how violent the energy was, it was absorbed by him and turned into nutrients for his body. More and more energy was refined by Yi Tian, a euro allowing his body to gradually transform successfully. I don't know how much time passed, but the aura on Yi Tian's body gradually stabilized. The body of the ultimate master of the ultimate way is at least 20 times more powerful. Yi Tian estimated. Moreover, his ultimate will to the extreme is nearly 10 times stronger. This transformation is so great that his strength far exceeds that of Guoji. With my current strength, compared with those ultimate ancient demons, there should be few who can be my opponent. Yi Tian estimated. Moreover, he has also mastered several ultimate arcana arts of the time and space level, that is, the level of the physical body and the ultimate rules of the ultimate law of all methods is not high, otherwise his combat power will definitely be comparable to the ancient Dovi demon. Subsequently, Yi Tian replaced all the other cloned bodies with the body of the ultimate supreme being. With his current strength, he is no longer afraid of those ultimate ancient demons and is enough to protect the human race. After reaching the ultimate supreme body of the Jita, it will be more difficult for him to continue to improve his physical cultivation and require more resources. Moreover, he must continue to improve the ultimate rules of Wanfa Jidao. Fortunately, he still has fragments of the ultimate treasure of the time and space level. Using the cloned body to continuously analyze and deduce, he can understand the ultimate rules of the supreme realm at a higher level. Nowadays, his ultimate rules of the ultimate law are still improving. And after he broke through to the ultimate supreme realm of the Jita, it became easier to comprehend the ultimate rules of the Jita, and his efficiency increased by at least dozens of times. This day, in the place where the ancient demons slept, a large number of peak ancient demon level experts awakened, and this situation alerted a replica body of Yi Tian who had been guarding here. A large number of peak ancient demon level powerhouses have awakened. Yi Tian frowned slightly. Fortunately, the ultimate ancient demons have not yet awakened, and since he has broken through to the ultimate supreme master of the ultimate path, he can still suppress them. After these ancient demon level experts woke up, they did not come out immediately but were recovering their strength. But not long after, some peak ancient demon level experts appeared one after another. Yi Tian directly demonstrated the ultimate cultivation level of the Jita, so that these strong men did not dare to cause trouble. Then not long after, the 10 ultimate Gumo awakened. I have met the great Lord Gnome. A group of peak ancient demon level experts said respectfully. The strength of this ancient gnome demon is not weak. It is not an ordinary ultimate ancient demon. The ordinary ultimate ancient demon has long since fallen in that battle. The strength of the Nomu ancient demon is considered to be at a relatively medium level among the ultimate ancient demons, and it is enough to crush most ordinary ultimate ancient demons. Oh, what is this era like now? Nomu ancient demon asked. Immediately, a peak ancient demon level expert handed over a piece of information. Hey, is this era so weak? That's right, we have shattered the endless time and space domain, and also shattered the endless time and space lines. The world has collapsed, and the rules are chaotic. No powerful race can be born, and no one can be born that is comparable to us, exist. However, in this case, there is also an ultimate master of the Yakuza born who is comparable to the ultimate ancient demon, which is somewhat interesting. The Wanfa Supreme Master has just broken through to the ultimate Supreme Master of the Jita. His strength should not be strong and he is definitely not my opponent. This era belongs to our ancient demon clan. Qian Li Jiao, the creatures of this era should become our slaves. Nomu ancient demon has not taken action for too long. He is planning to use Yi Tian to practice his skills, make Yi Tian surrender to him, and then occupy the trump card of this era, and then transform it into a territory suitable for the ancient demon clan to inhabit. Immediately, the gnome ancient demon went out from here, leading a group of peak ancient demon level experts to the territory of the human race. Outside the place where the ancient demon sleeps. A copy of Yi Tian's body was no longer hidden and directly intercepted the Nomu ancient demon. What do you want to do? Yi Tian asked. The Nam ancient demon stared at Yi Tian and said with a smile, so you are hiding here. I am the ultimate ancient demon Nam ancient demon. Are you willing to join me? Yi Tian said coldly, this era is not the era of ancient demons. Since you have awakened, you should stay calm. As soon as these words came out, the ancient Nomu demon became angry. Chapter 3587 The idea of a studying the seventh form. As the ultimate ancient demon, and a relatively powerful one among the ultimate ancient demons, and a strong man who survived the final catastrophe, the gnome ancient demon naturally has the ability to be arrogant. A mere junior, and judging from his aura, he had only broken through not long ago. He was equivalent to the ultimate ancient demon who had just broken through, and dared to be so arrogant like him. Court death. The Nam ancient demon was angry and attacked Yi Tian directly. He directly used the ultimate arcane magic that he was best at, Eternal Demonic Spear. The Eternal Demonic Spear of Nomu ancient demon once severely damaged an ultimate ancient demon with one blow, and killed an ultimate ancient demon with 3 moves. In his opinion, Yi Tian should not be able to catch his move and would be severely injured. Break. The Eternal Magic Spear struck with one blow, shattering all time and space, ignoring the distance, and bombarded Yi Tian's body. A bang. The Eternal Demonic Spear was blocked by a thin film, but he didn't even touch this film. And this thin film is actually a spherical thin film, which is also Yi Tian's ultimate arcana of time and space, the ultimate time and space ball, which has terrible defense. This is the ultimate arcana of time and space level. The ultimate arcana of Nomu ancient demon is naturally unable to break this layer of 267 defense. Now, Nomu ancient demon also recognized the level of the Jita time and space ball. Impossible, how could you create a space-time ultimate technique? The ancient gnome demon was shocked and frightened. This is the ultimate arcana of the time and space level. There are only a handful of ultimate ancient demons who can truly understand this ultimate arcana of the time and space level. There are only a few of them. I didn't expect that a newly promoted ultimate arcana of the time and space like ETN would be able to do so. This is the ultimate arcana of time and space level. This is a defensive, time-space level ultimate arcana, with no offensive type. At this moment, he hoped that ETN only knew the ultimate arcana of time and space level, so even if he couldn't kill ETN, ETN wouldn't be able to kill him, and everyone would be tied. But at this moment, ETN cast the Ji-Dao time and space blade, and a terrifying aura filled the air. It was the ultimate attacking time and space level Ji-Dao arcana. Spare your life, Nomu ancient demon begged for mercy. However, ETN did not stay behind. He did not kill the ancient demon before because his own strength had not yet improved. But now, he has reached the ultimate supreme level of the Jita. Even if he is not as good as the original Dovi ancient demon, he is not afraid of other ultimate ancient demons. Moreover, if you kill the gnome ancient demon, you can obtain the resources on it. He does not believe that the ultimate supreme master like the gnome ancient demon did not put resource collection first before falling asleep. Killing an ancient gnome demon is enough to obtain a large amount of resources, and it can also improve your own cultivation and strength, and your strength can skyrocket. Kill. The Jidao space-time blade directly cut the gnome ancient demon's body into 2 pieces. The light of billions of blades chopped all the space-time particles in his body, and the past, future and present were all erased. This moment, the gnome ancient demon completely fell. Immediately afterwards, Yi Tian grabbed the Nomu ancient demon's body with one hand and took it away, and then left quickly. When the other ancient demons saw this scene, they all trembled. Killing the ancient gnome demon in one move is terrifying, he is undoubtedly the top ultimate master. These ancient demon level experts originally wanted to cause trouble, but now they no longer dare. So, they hid here honestly and did not dare to go out. Doomsday Supreme Master and Shadow Sand Supreme Master also sensed the battle, but the fluctuations in the battle were too terrifying and they did not dare to get close. After the battle was over, they immediately came to the human race and asked Yi Tian about the battle situation there. Exalted Master Wanfa, what just happened? Doomji Zun asked. Yi Tian said calmly, it's nothing, it's just that an ultimate ancient demon has been born. What, the ultimate ancient demon is born? They were extremely shocked. This was nothing. This was a big deal. Yi Tian continued. Don't worry, I have already killed the opponent. As he said that, he threw out the body of the ultimate Ichima. Doomsday Supreme Master and Shadow Sand Supreme Master saw the corpse of Nomu Ancient Demon, and the terrifying aura seemed to suffocate them. The aura of the ancient gnome demons was so terrifying that even if they died, a ray of aura seemed to be able to kill them. However, such a terrifying existence was killed by Yi Tian. This shows how terrifying Yi Tian's strength is. They didn't ask any more questions and Tian left. Killing an ultimate ancient demon is undoubtedly a big deal. What if you anger other ultimate ancient demons? But Yi Tian dared to kill, which meant that Yi Tian was not afraid, so naturally they did not dare to ask any more questions. After Doomji Zun and the others left, Yi Tian carefully inspected the belongings of the gnome ancient demon. There is a huge void in its body, and a large amount of treasure resources are stored inside. There are simply too many ultimate treasures and various resources. The resources Yi Tian has been looking for these years are probably less than 1,000th compared to the resources here. Very good, with these resources, my body will become stronger and my cultivation level will become higher and higher. So in the following years, Yi Tian worked hard to cultivate and refine various resources. Both his cultivation and physical strength are increasing crazily. And, Nomu Ancient Demon also has items on his body to help him understand the ultimate rules of the Jita. He constantly uses various cloned bodies to analyze and comprehend, and he comprehends the ultimate rules of the Jita extremely quickly, and his strength steadily improves. Unconsciously, a long period of time passed. At this time, Yi Tian's physical strength is twice as strong as in the past, and his cultivation level has also improved a lot, reaching the midterm state of the ultimate supreme master of the Jita, and his ultimate will has also increased several times. And with the help of the time and space level ultimate treasure fragments and other treasures, the ultimate rules of the 10,000 methods ultimate way have been understood to the 30% state. For an ultimate supreme being, this realm is not low. At the same time, Yi Tian is also trying to create the 7th form. The original Duowei ancient demon did not develop the complete 7th form, the final form. It is not easy for him to create the seventh form, but he has a large number of cloned bodies and can try again and again without fear of sacrificing the cloned body. The reason why Yi Tian wanted to create the seventh form was entirely because there was a treasure among the ancient gnome demon's items, which was a bead. This bead actually stored a large amount of the aura of the final tribulation. The other party actually stored it and probably wanted to study it. Now, the aura of the final tribulation has benefited Yi Tian, a euro giving him the idea of a euro researching it. Chapter 3588 The Incomplete Seventh Form. Then use the breath of final tribulation in this bead to create the seventh form. Yi Tian murmured. Then, he used a replica body to swallow up a wisp of the aura of the final tribulation, and used his body to feel the mystery of the aura of the final tribulation. Boom! This breath of final disaster is constantly destroying Yi Tian's body. The breath of the final tribulation is so terrifying that even the ultimate ancient demons dare not absorb the breath of the final tribulation. When the final tribulation arrives, the ultimate ancient demons also shield themselves from the breath of the final tribulation and give in. Don't be affected yourself. But even if it doesn't absorb it, it will be affected once it gets close. Of course, this final disaster cannot affect Yi Tian's will, but if the physical body is forcibly absorbed, it will undoubtedly cause problems to the physical body, or even break it. In order to fully understand the mystery of the aura of the final tribulation, Yi Tian forcibly refined the breath of the final tribulation. After spending a period of time, the duplicate body finally couldn't bear it anymore. Click! Yi Tian's clone body collapsed bit by bit under the influence of the aura of the final tribulation. He could prevent this situation and delay it for a period of time, but it was meaningless. Therefore, he did not stop this process at all, and even observed the process of physical body collapse, so that he could understand more about the aura of the final tribulation. Soon, the replica body completely collapsed and dissipated. The aura of the final tribulation is very terrifying. It can destroy the body of the ultimate ancient demon, making it difficult for it to recover. It can also affect the ultimate will of the ultimate Tao. But it is precisely because of this that this power is extremely terrifying. The original Dovi ancient demon, she created an imperfect seventh form, the final form, and killed everyone. Unfortunately, the seventh form she created was only an incomplete seventh form. The side effects were too great. After using it, her physical body could no longer bear it, and she fell directly to death. Yi Tian secretly said, if the original Dovi ancient demon created the perfect seventh form, then the other ultimate ancient demons would fall. She could kill all the ultimate ancient demons, unify the endless time and space domain, and become the only one on the endless time and space line. Dominate the village. However, there were no ifs, and the Dovi ancient demons still failed. Perhaps she had chosen to give up the fight for the ultimate treasure of the time and space level, and perhaps she still had hope to perfect the seventh form without being surrounded and killed. Continue to study the aura of the final tribulation. Li Chengsheng's second clone body began to continue research, forcibly absorbing the aura of the final tribulation. As time passed, Yi Tian's second replica body collapsed again. Then, the third copy body. The fourth copy body. The fifth copy body. After a long period of time, Yi Tian consumed hundreds of cloned bodies, and finally completely exhausted the aura of final tribulation inside the bead. And after spending such a huge price, he finally created an incomplete secret method of the seventh form. This secret method of the seventh form is similar to the secret method of the seventh form of Dovi ancient demon. It is also the final form and has great side effects. Once activated, his replica body can only last for 10 seconds at most. Of course, 10 seconds is already very good. It can explode many times and the combat effectiveness will be amazing. The 10 seconds in the seventh form are equivalent to the invincible form. Each of my duplicate bodies can cast the seventh form again and again, which is equivalent to completely mastering the seventh form. Yi Tian is already very satisfied. He is now completely unafraid of those sleeping ultimate ancient demons. If he dares to cause trouble, he will directly explode into his seventh form and kill them. There seem to be many ancient demons in the place where the ancient demons sleep, and even several ultimate ancient demons have awakened, but they have not come out yet. Yi Tian guessed that he had killed the ancient gnome demon, which made these ultimate ancient demons afraid and did not dare to come out. But as long as the top ultimate ancient demon wakes up, they will definitely come out. This day, the place where ancient demons sleep. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. A terrifying aura filled the air, causing many ancient demons and several ultimate ancient demons to look over. It's the ancient demon of Heavenly Shield. Ancient demon Tiandan, the top ultimate ancient demon of their era, once survived the battle to besiege and kill ancient demon Dovi. Later, he had many opportunities and his strength continued to increase. Today, his strength is second only to the original Dovi. The ancient demon also mastered a time-space level ultimate arcana. Boom. €1, please give me flowers €1. The ancient demon of Sky Shield woke up and walked out of his independent void. An ancient giant shield appeared behind him. It was his ultimate treasure and his strongest defensive barrier. I've seen the ancient demon of Heavenly Shield. A group of ancient demon level experts and several ultimate ancient demons said respectfully. Give me the news of this age. Tiandan ancient demon said. Those ultimate ancient demons quickly handed over the information to the ancient demon Tiandan. After Tianxi ancient demon absorbed the intelligence information, he was slightly angry. You dare to kill Gnome ancient demon. The younger generations of this era are very courageous. Although the other party had killed the Nomu ancient demon and was very powerful, he did not take it seriously. In an era where there were only a few strong men comparable to the ancient demon level, what kind of powerful person could be born? 0. However, he is good at defense and his attack power is not terrible, so he may not be able to kill Yi Tian. So, he looked somewhere and shouted, "Brother, you have recovered, wake up quickly." The next moment, a terrifying aura of ultimate swordsmanship filled the air. An ultimate ancient demon came out, and Queen Sha suspended a giant sword. This ultimate ancient demon is the Heavenly Sword ancient demon, and its attack is unparalleled. Ancient demon Tiandan and ancient demon Tianjian are brothers, taking different paths. They are also the two ultimate ancient demons of Tianshu's main department. Once they join forces, they are invincible. Second brother, I still want to sleep for a while longer. The ancient demon of Tianjian said with a smile. Everything has recovered, why are you still sleeping? Let's go and kill the ultimate master of the ultimate way who is comparable to the ultimate ancient Shang in this era. Then kill him. With our joint strength, it will be easy to kill a junior. Swish. The two ultimate ancient demons walked outside the sleeping land, and other ancient demon level experts followed them one after another. They were afraid of Yi Tian before, but what are they afraid of now? No matter how powerful Yi Tian is, can he still defeat the ancient demon of Sky Shield and ancient demon of Sky Sword? The ancient demon of Heavenly Shield and the ancient demon of Heavenly Sword are them. Yi Tian looked through the void at the two figures in the sleeping place, and immediately recognized Lu. Chapter 3589 Kill the ancient demon of Heavenly Shield and ancient demon of Heavenly Sword. Yi Tian is still very familiar with these two brothers, ancient demon Tiandan and ancient demon Tianjian. In the time and space projection, the ancient demon Dovi died in battle, and the two brothers gained a lot of benefits. Later, they wanted to kill him and seize the remaining fragments of the ultimate treasure of the time and space level, but he was killed by him. Certainly, the time and space projection is false. Naturally, these two ultimate ancient demons do not know him and have nothing to do with him. Boom. The ancient demon of Heavenly Shield, the ancient demon of Heavenly Sword, and a group of ancient demon level experts came across the void, and their terrifying aura made the ultimate masters of this era tremble. They only felt despair. Each of these ancient demons, the aura of demons is far superior to them, let alone those ultimate ancient demons. A wisp of aura can kill them countless times. Can the Supreme Master of Wanfa defeat them? 097, Doomsday Supreme Master and Shadow Sand Supreme Master are all worried. They all know that the Heavenly Shield Ancient Demon and the Heavenly Sword Ancient Demon are not comparable to the previous ultimate ancient demons. Their strength is too terrifying and they are definitely the top. The ultimate ancient demon. If Yi Tian is defeated, will these two ultimate ancient demons destroy this era and kill them all? Even if they are not killed, they will become slaves and serve these ancient demons. Therefore, they all expect Yi Tian to win. However, whether Yi Tian can defeat them, these ultimate masters have no confidence at all. After all, no matter how evil Yi Tian is, it didn't take long for him to break through to the ultimate master of the realm, which is equivalent to the new ultimate ancient demon. The ancient demon of Heavenly Shield and the ancient demon of Heavenly Sword, are you looking for trouble? Yi Tian stared at the two ultimate ancient demons and said coldly. Now, the ancient demon of Sky Shield stood in front, with a set of armor appearing on his body. This was not a real armor, but a condensed form of the ultimate arcana of the time and space level. Dense golden light spots appeared around the ancient demon of Heavenly Sword, and the golden light spots gradually turned into tiny sword lights. They were his famous ultimate arcana of time and space level Euro, billions of sword mo. Tiandan ancient demon said, "You must be the supreme master of all laws." You actually dare to kill the ultimate ancient demon of our ancient demon clan. He wants to become an enemy of our ancient demon clan. If you are willing to be controlled by us, we don't have to kill you. Quote, just you, Yi Tian mocked. Seeking death, the ancient demon of Heavenly Sword couldn't help it anymore and directly activated his billions of sword skills. Boom, billions of sword rays erupted, and each sword ray had the lethality to instantly kill a peak ancient demon level expert. The superimposition of billions of sword rays seemed to have wiped out all this time and space. But at this moment, Yi Tian took action. A huge Jidao time and space ball protected the territory of the human race, blocking the billions of sword lights. Boom, the terrifying aftermath of the battle caused other areas to collapse. The ultimate masters who were watching were far away, but they were still shocked to the point of vomiting blood. They could only keep retreating, otherwise they would definitely be wiped out. This is the strength of the ultimate ancient demon. It's so terrifying that we can't even bear the aftermath. Doomsday Supreme Master wiped the blood from the corner of his mouth and said, the ultimate space-time sword. Li Changsheng cast his ultimate arcana of time and space level. The lethality of this ultimate arcana of time and space level was very terrifying, but Ancient Demon of Sky Shield resisted this move for Ancient Demon of Sky Sword. Boom! The Jidao space-time sword stood on the body of the Heavenly Shield Ancient Demon, but it did not break its defense, but it also knocked him away. They are indeed two of the top ultimate ancient demons. If we are one-on-one, I can defeat them, but it is not easy to kill them. Yi Tian decided to use the incomplete version of the seventh form, the final form, that he realized not long ago. Only in this way can he be sure to kill these two top ultimate tongue demons. The seventh form, the final form, open. Yi Tian's body was instantly filled with the aura of finality, and the aura on his body was instantly terrifying many times. It's the seventh form. The Tiandan ancient demon's pupils shrank, as if he had seen a nightmare. Once upon a time, the ancient demon Dovi used his seventh form to kill everyone, and they still remembered it vividly. At this moment, Yi Tian, a euro like the ancient Dovi demon, also displayed his seventh form. After displaying the seventh form, Yi Tian immediately used the ultimate time and space escape light, and instantly killed the ancient demon Tiandan. No matter how amazing the defense of the Sky Shield Ancient Demon is, it is like paper in front of the seventh form and the extreme space-time sword. Kill. The sword blade passed through the body of the Sky Shield Ancient Demon and chopped it into pieces. The terrifying power directly annihilated his vitality. With just one move, the ancient Sky Shield Demon fell. The ancient demon of Tianjian still wanted to escape, but was also captured by Yi Tian. After killing the two ultimate ancient demons, Li Changsheng used the ultimate sword realm, which enveloped all the ancient demon level experts and wiped them out instantly. A group of ancient demons turned into corpses, and 10 seconds passed quickly before Yi Tian's duplicate body finally collapsed. Immediately afterwards, another copy of Yi Tian's body appeared and took away the corpses of these ultimate ancient demons and ancient demon level experts. And the wealth they accumulated over countless years was completely lost to Yi Tian. Nowadays, Yi Tian undoubtedly has no shortage of resources. Relying on the resources of the Ancient Demon of Heavenly Shield, Ancient Demon of Heavenly Sword and other Ancient Demon level experts, he can practice with peace of mind for countless years. The Supreme Master of 10,000 methods is so terrifying. The two terrifying top ultimate ancient demons were killed by him easily. Doomsday Supreme Master said in shock. The Wanfa Supreme Lord's strength should be invincible, right? Who was his opponent? Shadow Sand Supreme Lord said excitedly. With the invincible strength of Wanfa Jizun, even if all those ultimate ancient demons wake up, they have to keep a low profile and don't dare to cause trouble to them. They only need to hold on to the thighs of 19,000 Dharma Masters and walk sideways. It just so happened that they had a very good relationship with Wanfa Jizun, and they had helped Wanfa Jizun in the beginning, so they were friends. So, they don't need to worry now. The battle between Yi Tian and the Ancient Demon of Heavenly Shield and Ancient Demon of Heavenly Sword was so terrifying that several ultimate ancient demons were awakened, but they were frightened to death after they only sensed it a little. The two ultimate ancient demons, the Heavenly Shield Ancient Demon and the Heavenly Sword Ancient Demon, who were nearly invincible when they joined forces, were actually easily killed. The opponent's strength was comparable to that of the Ancient Demon Dovi, and what shocked them was that Yi Tian's clones were actually able to display the seventh form. After falling, they only lost one clone. And the ancient demon Dovi's fall is a real fall. To a certain extent, Yi Tian is more terrifying than the ancient demon Dovi. Chapter 3590 The ultimate ancient demons gave in. The ancient demons of Heavenly Shield and ancient demon of Heavenly Sword are really rich. With so many resources, there are also many fragments of the ultimate treasure of the time and space level. This is the final thing. Yi Tian sensed a special leaf that was sealed layer by layer. This leaf contained the terrifying aura of finality. Even though it was sealed, there was still a trace of the aura of finality escaping out. Compared with the previous breath of finality, this final thing is the real treasure. The final thing is extremely terrifying. The ancient demons of Heavenly Shield can only seal it and dare not study it, otherwise their bodies will be eroded and they will die. Yi Tian is not afraid of this kind of final thing. He entered the ruins of time and space to study the final thing here. Even if it dies, other cloned bodies can continue to study it without fear of affecting the human race. If he were to study it among the human race, once the final aura erupted, he would not have time to rescue him. Therefore, researching in the time and space ruins is undoubtedly the best choice. In the days that followed, Yi Tian continued to study this final thing. When he unlocked the seal, the final aura emitted by this leaf spread along the palm of his hand to Yi Tian's whole body. After a while, his replica body became a little unbearable. However, he did not panic at all, but became even more excited. From this leaf, he could sense a trace of the essence of Zhongyun's power, which was something that Zhongyun's breath did not have. This leaf is of great help to him, and can even help him perfect the final form of his seventh form. If he can perfect the final form, he can burst into the final form's combat power for a long time. At that time, no matter how large the number of those ultimate ancient demons were, they would all be scum like ants in his eyes. The days after, while Yi Tian was studying and perfecting the final form, he was absorbing and refining various resources from the ancient demon of Heavenly Shield and ancient demon of Heavenly Sword to improve his cultivation level, as well as comprehend the ultimate rules of the ultimate method. As time goes by, Yi Tian's strength is undoubtedly increasing little by little. He also knew that more ancient demons and the ultimate ancient demon had awakened, but as long as they didn't provoke him, he didn't bother to deal with them. In this way, a long period of time passed. During this period, all those ancient people woke up. This day, a group of ultimate ancient demons, approximately 60 in number, were all the ultimate ancient demons who survived that battle. At this moment, they are having a meeting, led by the three ultimate ancient demons, namely the ancient demon Mingya, the ancient demon Muda, and the ancient demon Dosha. These three ultimate ancient demons are slightly stronger than the Heavenly Shield ancient demon and the Heavenly Sword ancient demon, but not much stronger. If the Heavenly Shield ancient demon and the Heavenly Sword ancient demon join forces, they can compete with any one of them. The ancient demon of Heavenly Shield and the ancient demon of Heavenly Sword have been killed. Mutagu Magic Way. We know that we were killed by the Supreme Master of 10,000 Methods of this era, and the Supreme Master of 10,000 Methods displayed the incomplete final form of the seventh form, with combat power comparable to that of the original Dovi Ancient Demon. But Dovi Ancient Demon also he can only cast the seventh form once, and he will fall completely. But this Supreme Lord of all laws is different. His body is very special, and he has more than one special clone. All the clones can cast the seventh form. If he casts the seventh form again, the shape may kill a few of us. Ancient Demon Mingya said. You can't be an enemy of Wan Fag Zun. He shouldn't be interested in killing us. If he wanted to kill us, he could have killed us then. Dosha Gumo said. Instead of contacting us, just say that the actions of those ultimate ancient demons and ancient demons have nothing to do with us. Ancient Demon Mingya suggested. Can. The other ultimate ancient demons nodded. Immediately, they sent avatars one after another to communicate with Yi Tian. This time they went with friendship and did not directly invade the territory of the human race. These ultimate ancient demons want to communicate with me. It seems they have given up. It just so happens that I can learn more information from them, such as information about the final help. So, Yi Tian met them. Soon, a group of incarnations of the ultimate ancient demons came, but their true bodies did not come because they were worried about being killed. After all, even if the avatar is killed, there is still hope for their true bodies to escape into the ruins of time and space and maybe even hide. Therefore, they naturally have to be more careful. In the huge human race hall, these ultimate ancient demons sat there very carefully and made their attitude clear immediately. My Lord Wanfa, the previous actions of ancient demons such as Tiand and ancient demon were their own actions and have nothing to do with us. We will never be enemies of the human race, nor will we cause trouble. Mingya Ancient Temple and other ultimate ancient demons said. Don't worry, as long as you don't cause trouble, I won't take action. Yi Tian said lightly. Seeing Yi Tian say this, they were relieved. After all, with Yi Tian's strength, he would not deliberately deceive them. If he really tried to kill them, they would have no choice but to escape and have no way to compete. Suddenly, Yi Tian asked, I want to know the situation of the final catastrophe, do you know? He has deduced that the final catastrophe has indeed not yet arrived, but it is not too far away, and he is not absolutely sure that he will become the ultimate master of the time and space level before the final catastrophe arrives. Therefore, he wanted to ask these ultimate ancient demons if 543 could learn more information. When the final catastrophe was mentioned, many of the ultimate ancient demons present had extremely pale faces. Mingya ancient demon said, Extreme Master of 10,000 Dharmas, the final catastrophe has not yet come, and the next catastrophe will be the final catastrophe. Without the strength of the time and space level ultimate ancient demon, we ultimate ancient demons would almost fall. In addition to becoming the ultimate ancient demon at the time and space level, do you have no other way to survive the disaster? Yi Tian asked again. Yes, but there is only a slight chance. Mingya ancient demon said. Is there a chance? Yi Tian was surprised. He thought there was nothing these ultimate ancient demons could do, but he didn't expect there would be an unexpected surprise. What opportunity is it? Yi Tian continued to ask. Ancient demon Mingya hesitated for a moment, then said, leave this space-time line. What does it mean to leave this space-time line? Yi Tian was puzzled. Ancient demon Mingya explained. We didn't know it before, but during one of the final tribulations, a mysterious man appeared, and he took away a rather astonishing final object with a wave of his hand, and then he left. And from this mysterious man, we learned a secret. It was this secret that gave us hope of survival. Chapter 3591 Perfect the seventh form, and your strength will skyrocket. What secret? Yi Tian asked very excitedly. The final catastrophe has always been the most worrying thing in his heart, and until now, he has not been able to survive it, and he is not even sure about it. Even he was not sure, let alone the people of the human race and his relatives. Now, he finally got a little hope from these ultimate ancient demons, so he was naturally very excited. The ancient demon Mingya continued. Our time and space line is about to collapse, and the final catastrophe is the catastrophe leading to collapse. Even the time and space level ultimate ancient demon cannot actually prevent the final catastrophe. I can only escape by myself. And the way to escape is to go to other time and space lines. Other time lines? Yi Tian was shocked. You mean, there are other time and space lines outside our time and space line? Yes, ancient demon Mingya nodded. Before all time and space lines, there was an initial point in time, and from this point in time, space and time lines gradually evolved, and each time and space line gradually gave birth to a complete time and space and countless worlds, but every time and space line will eventually perish. And our time and space line is going to perish now, but some time and space lines are still safe. If a time and space line gives birth to many time and space level ultimate ancient demons, then it will continue to extend the timeline of the time and space line, delaying the final catastrophe 10 times, 100 times, or even never ending the final catastrophe. In fact, at the time and space level, the ultimate ancient demon can continue to jump across time and space lines, forever. It cannot affect such a strong person. Other time and space lines. Yi Tian finally knew how to avoid the final catastrophe, but without the strength of the ultimate ancient demon at the time and space level, how could he leave? Do you have a way to leave? Yi Tian asked. There is a slight chance, but actually there is no certainty. Mingya ancient demon said. According to our inference, in the final catastrophe, this space-time line will collapse, and then there will be space-time cracks in this side of the time-space line. If we can lock the coordinates of other time and space lines and use the large formation, there is a certain hope of escaping into other time and space lines, but the success rate is less than 1%. The success rate is less than 1%, but this is the only way they can think of at the moment. As for wanting to become the ultimate ancient demon at the time and space level, they don't even have a 1 in a billion chance. How difficult it is to become the ultimate ancient demon at the time and space level. The original Dovi ancient demon was so amazing, but it still failed. Maybe they don't surround and kill the ancient demon dove, but the ancient demon dove has a glimmer of hope of breaking through to the ultimate ancient demon of the time and space level. But in the end, the ancient demons are all very selfish. They cannot all surrender to the hands of the ancient demon Dovi. They place their hope on the ancient demon Dovi because they all want to hold hope in their own hands. This is what led to the original war. After, Yi Tian learned more information from these ultimate ancient demons, but it was of little value. After all, they only had this method, and the rest were just fictitious assumptions. After these ultimate ancient demons left, Yi Tian was thinking about how to break the situation. Waiting for the final catastrophe to come and then looking for the smallest chance to escape from this time and space line is not reliable. Moreover, even if I can escape, what about other human races and my relatives? Even if they are taken into the body, it is estimated that it will be difficult for the world to take them out of the time and space line, and a small fluctuation will shatter their bodies and cause them to perish. Yi Tian murmured. Therefore, the best way is for him to break through to the ultimate supreme realm of the time and space level, so that he can escape from this time and space line and truly be free and at ease. Anyway, it's still a long time before the final realm. I'd better perfect the final form of the seventh form first. Yi Tian thought. In the following days, he continued to perfect his final form with the help of leaves, the final object. Unknowingly, a long time passed. Yi Tian failed countless times and consumed countless resources, but he made progress every time. After endless years, finally on this day, Yi Tian successfully perfected the final form of the seventh form. Final form, completed. Yi Tian was very excited. At this moment, he activated the final form, and his whole body was filled with a gray aura, which was the embodiment of the final breath integrated into the body. At this moment, his strength is far beyond normal, and he can kill the top ultimate ancient demon with a single blow. At this moment, he is truly invincible. Although he can always maintain his final form, this form consumes a lot of energy, and he cannot continue fighting forever unless he can quickly recover his energy. These years, in addition to studying the final form, his cultivation level has also improved, reaching the later level of the ultimate supreme master of the supreme realm. The body of the ultimate supreme master of the supreme master has also reached the top level. He has also understood a lot of the ultimate rules of the supreme master. Far beyond the past. Nowadays, his strength has surpassed that of the original Dovi ancient demon. Even if dozens of Dovi ancient demons join forces to deal with him, they are no match for him. He could no longer find an opponent and could not test his true strength. The ruins of time and space. Yi Tian stood here, activating the final form to see if he could penetrate this time and space line with his own strength. Boom! Yi Tian's terrifying aura shook the ruins of time and space, and also attracted the attention of a group of ultimate ancient demons. These ultimate ancient demons entered the ruins of time and space and sensed Yi Tian's aura. That's the supreme master of all laws. He can actually maintain the seventh and final form. He perfected the seventh form, the final form, without any side effects. Li Hao. What the ancient demon Duowei couldn't do, the supreme master of all Fa has done. He is too evil. At this moment, these ultimate ancient demons had no idea of a euro fighting against Yi Tian. Even if their strength broke through again, and they were all comparable to the existence of the Duowei ancient demon, they would probably not be able to defeat Yi Tian if they joined forces. What does the supreme master of all Fa want to do? They were very confused. There were no enemies here. What was Wanfa Jizan doing with all his firepower? He should be trying to break the time and space line, but without the strength of the time and space level ultimate ancient demon, it is impossible to break the time and space line. At the beginning, a large number of ultimate ancient demons fought together, and during the final tribulation, they shattered the time and space line. It only breaks the time and space lines, and does not penetrate the channels between the time and space lines and other time and space lines. No matter how the Supreme Lord of Wanfa attacks, it can only make the time and space ruins more broken, and there is no other meaning. Said these ultimate ancient demons. Chapter 3592 The Final Killer Move. Boom! Yi Tian used the final form of his seventh form and used the extreme space-time sword to slash somewhere in the space-time ruins, directly tearing apart the space-time ruins and even spreading to infinitely distant areas, almost breaking the space-time into two pieces. Cut! 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 Yi Tian's repeated attacks, apart from cutting the ruins of time and space into smaller pieces, did not break this time and space line at all and connect it to other time and space lines. Failed. Yi Tian has had this premonition for a long time. If it were really that easy, the ancient demon Dovi's attack before his death would have been able to touch other time and space lines. He was a little disappointed, but quickly adjusted his mentality. Failure means failure. If I continue to improve my strength, I might be able to succeed one day. Yi Tian thought. Moreover, he has many cloned bodies. If multiple cloned bodies join forces and use a certain formation to superimpose the attacks of the cloned bodies, there may be hope of breaking through the time and space lines and traveling to other time and space lines. Congratulations to the Supreme Master of Wanfa for completing the seventh form. Congratulations to the Supreme Master of Wanfa for completing the seventh form. Congratulations to the Supreme Master of Wanfa for perfecting the seventh form. 583. One after another, the ultimate ancient demons appeared and congratulated Yi Tian. They have figured out that since they can never defeat Yi Tian, they might as well join forces with Yi Tian. In the future, they hope to increase their chances of leaving this time and space line with the help of Yi Tian. In this way, their hope of survival will be greater. Yi Tian ignored these ultimate ancient demons and told them to get lost. He needed to continue his research in seclusion. Another long period of time passed. Yi Tian's strength has not improved much, and it cannot help him break through the time and space lines and other time and space lines. After the final form is perfected, there is no way to continue to increase its power. Perhaps I can study from the moves. The power of the ultimate arcana of the time and space level may still be a little inferior. If I can develop some moves combined with the final form, it may be able to explode far beyond the ultimate arcana of the time and space level. Move. Yi Tian murmured. He deduced it and found that this method was feasible, but it was very difficult, second only to the ultimate master of the time and space level. But currently, this may be his only way to break the situation. CGFH. So in the following days, except for one of his cloned bodies to guard the human race, the other cloned bodies were used to study such moves. And the time and space ruins suffered again. During his repeated research, the time and space ruins were attacked countless times and were already shattered into pieces. This day, Yi Tian came to Mingyao Ancient Demon and the others. The Supreme Master of all Dharmas. These ultimate ancient demons don't know why the Supreme Master of all laws suddenly came to them. Do you have any treasures in your body that can greatly speed up deductions? Even if there are side effects, it doesn't matter. Yi Tian asked. This. A euro. These ultimate ancient demons hesitated. Yi Tian continued. It's useless for you to keep those treasures. If you help me, maybe I can hope to solve the crisis of the final disaster. If you don't take them out and we reach a truly desperate situation, then I can only let you hand over all your resources. Yi Tian is a threat, but in special times, he can only do this. These ultimate ancient demons brought out some treasures that could assist in the deduction, but most of them were not of high quality. Until one of the ultimate ancient demons took out a special treasure, which was of a very high grade, second only to the time and space level ultimate treasure of the extreme, and was the top ultimate treasure of the extreme. Extreme Master of 10,000 Methods, this is the time and space evolution wheel. It can deduce the ultimate rules of the ultimate Tao, but it requires consuming one's own origin to deduce it. The price is very high. I have only used it a few times. I can break through to the ultimate ancient demon. That is rely on it, said the ultimate ancient demon. He was very reluctant to part with this thing. Even if he didn't dare to use it, he was unwilling to take it out, but Yi Tian really dared to attack them. Once Yi Tian discovers that he has hidden this thing secretly, he will definitely die by then. Take it out now, and if Yi Tian completes his breakthrough, maybe he can still benefit from it and survive the final disaster. Yi Tian took these treasures and left immediately. After returning, he began to use these treasures to deduce, especially the time and space evolution wheel, which had a better assisting effect on him. The reason why Yi Tian went to those ultimate ancient demons to ask for these things was because his deduction and creation efficiency was still too slow. He wanted to create moves that surpassed the ultimate arcana of the time and space level. Just sacrificing his body to create a copy would still be the same. Not quite. With the help of these treasures, he might be able to create it. Sure enough, with the help of treasures such as the space-time evolution wheel, his progress was rapid, dozens or even hundreds of times higher than in the past. Many auras bloomed, allowing him to see the hope of creating such a move. Gradually, another extremely long time passed. Somewhere in the ruins of time and space. Yi Tian suddenly smiled. Ha 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 ha, after endless years of creation, I finally created it. Yi Tian was very excited. He had just successfully figured out the most crucial step, and the move he had always wanted to create was completely gone. I saw that he opened the seventh form, the final form, and the breath of final power gradually condensed in his right hand. Combined with the ultimate rules of the ultimate law and the power of the ultimate will of the ultimate, it gradually formed a ray of light. This light has the power to destroy all matter, and the entire space-time ruins trembled under this move. Break. A flash of light tore apart the ruins of time and space and spread to unknown places. And suddenly, a strange breath of time and space spread out from the crack. Yi Tian was extremely happy. He sensed the aura of another space-time line. Although he didn't know which time-space line it was, at the moment he sensed it, he locked the aura of that space-time line and could completely break the time-space line again, connected to that space-time line. I created the ultimate arcane move that transcends time and space. Let's call this move the Light of Finality. Yi Tian murmured. The final light can be called the final killing move, and its power far exceeds the ultimate arcana of the time and space level. Swish swish swish. The ultimate ancient demons shuttled over one after another, each one full of curiosity. Just now, that aura was so terrifying, like facing a space-time ultimate ancient demon. Extreme Master of all laws, have you made a breakthrough? A group of ultimate ancient demons asked. There is no breakthrough, I just created a killing move that surpasses the ultimate arcana of the time and space level. Yi Tian said lightly. Chapter 3593 36 Palaces. A killing move based on the ultimate arcana of the time and space level. Many ultimate ancient demons are confused. Is Naurot the ultimate arcana of the time and space level the most powerful move? Is there a more powerful killing move above it? This undoubtedly broke their cognition. Extreme Master of all laws, can you break the time and space line now? Many ultimate ancient demons asked expectantly. Okay, Yi Tian nodded and didn't hide anything. I just tore the space-time line and sensed other time-space lines, but I haven't really been there yet. I don't know if I can successfully reach that time-space line. I also have no idea about that time-space line. I don't know much about the time and space line. Can break the line of time and space. Yi Tian's words made these ultimate ancient demons extremely excited, which meant that their hope of survival skyrocketed. Now, they have to discuss Yi Tian before they can let Yi Tian take them away from the conference. You guys should leave first, I need to do some research. Yi Tian said. These ultimate ancient demons did not dare to talk nonsense and immediately retreated. After these ultimate ancient demons left, Yi Tian thought for a while, thinking about what to do next. After thinking for a while, he decided to send a replica body there first to see if he could successfully reach another time and space line. Immediately, one after another of his cloned bodies appeared here, and together they used the final light, the ultimate killing move. Click, the space-time line was broken down and another space-time line was connected. At this moment, one of Yi Tian's cloned bodies rushed past along the crack in the space-time line. He blessed himself with the ultimate arcana of time and space, the Jita time and space ball, to protect himself and travel through it with the Jita time and space escape light. The cracks in the space-time line were restored, and Yi Tian's duplicate body also disappeared. In the unknown valley, Yi Tian's duplicate body fell from a void, and his duplicate body was already very broken and became extremely illusory. Not only that, his will collapsed with only a trace left, and he was only one step away from falling. My duplicate body is going to collapse. Yi Tian was anxious. His duplicate body is about to collapse, and the ultimate will of the ultimate is about to dissipate, and he cannot even condense other duplicate bodies. If this situation is not changed, he will fail in crossing the timeline this time. Relying on the last of his ultimate will, he sensed that there was a young man who had just died nearby. He immediately shuttled over, burned the energy of the copied body, integrated into the young man's body, repaired his injuries, and then used his own will to gather the remaining souls of the other party and occupy the young man's body. This is a similar kind of seizing Onia-Euro's body. Less passed. Yi Tian opened his eyes as this young man and looked at the world again. It was successful, but it's not considered a success either. Yi Tian secretly said. Crossing the time and space line was more thrilling than he imagined. Crossing the time and space line directly caused him severe injuries. Moreover, after crossing the time and space line, he was also repelled by this time and space line. The ultimate will of the Yakuza and his physical body were directly crushed. If it weren't for the body of a young man, his cloned body would truly perish. Of course, he can continue to send copied bodies, but the result is the same and nothing can be changed. It seems that only by breaking through to the ultimate level of time and space, can we resist the rejection of the time and space line. With my strength being so bleak, if I send my relatives or other human races over, they won't be able to survive. It seems that it's not as easy as I thought to cross the time and space line to avoid the final disaster. However, he finally has a clone in this time and space line. If this avatar grows up, gains some knowledge from this time and space line, and improves his own strength, he will hope to further improve his strength, which will help him cross the time and space line more easily. The only trouble now is that the connection between his clone and the main body is very weak, and even transmitting some information will take a long time. First improve the strength of this body, and then slowly understand this time and space line. Yi Tian murmured. He doesn't know the situation of this time and space line, but judging from the rules when he came in, this time and space line should be relatively young, it should be far away from the final catastrophe, and its strength should be second only to the ancient demon era. Of course, the specific situation still needs to be understood later. At present, it is only a preliminary judgment. Please give me flowers. In the blink of an eye, some days passed. Yi Tian strengthened this body many times and strengthened it a lot, and then left here. Zilan Mountain. Yi Tian came here. This is the gathering place for practitioners in this area. This mountain is very huge, with a large number of caves and monasteries inside, and there are countless buildings under the mountain, where billions of people gather. This place is like a country of practitioners. And this body should have been one of the cultivators here, but he fell into danger and was taken over by him. He came back here and learned about the situation. His main purpose is to understand the level of practice here first, and then other situations. After his understanding, he learned that the cultivation realm here is divided into 36 heavens, and each heaven is divided into 9 levels. The strongest practitioners in Zilan Mountain are those at the 8th level of the 13th heaven, and there are countless places like Zilan Mountain in this world. Yi Tian's body is currently in the realm of the 3rd heaven. Before, it was actually only the 1st level of the 2nd heaven. After being strengthened by him, it reached the 7th level of the 3rd heaven. Its strength has undoubtedly increased many times. But in this world, this strength is still at the bottom. Yi Tian was not in a hurry to improve his strength. He first bought some items, used his weapon refining memory to refine some weapons and sell them, making some money, and then purchased the time-space line technique. There was no way, when his clone body came over, it was crushed and all the items on it were gone, otherwise he wouldn't think about making money to buy the technique. As long as he uses these techniques to understand the cultivation situation of this time and space immortal, it is only for reference. When a bunch of exercises were placed in front of him, he studied them for a while and realized that the practice system of this time-space line was different from where he was. This time-space line is mainly about opening up the palaces in the body, and the 36th heaven is the 36 palaces. Every time a Changgong is condensed, the Changgong will automatically temper the physical body and temper the magic power. The strength will be very powerful, and many moves also revolve around the Changgong in the body, and there are many types of Changgong, and the differences are very big. Chapter 3594 The Chang Palace Secret Master. According to the setting of this time and space line, the Changgong Palace is divided into grades. They are the Yellow Level Heavy Palace, the Zong Level Heavy Palace, the Earth Level Heavy Palace, the Heaven Level Heavy Palace, the Emperor Level Heavy Palace, the Supreme Level Heavy Palace, and the Ultimate Heavy Palace. However, the Heaven Level Palace is a legend here in Zilan Mountain, let alone the Ultimate Palace. The Chang Palace that Yi Tian obtained from these techniques can only be regarded as a Huang level Chang Palace. The Heavy Palace condensed from this body is only a Yellow level Heavy Palace, so its strength is not very strong and its combat power is weak at the same level. The Chang Palace can be changed, but if you want to change it, you have to pay a huge price, or it can be rebuilt and directly shatter the Chang Palace, but the cultivation will also dissipate. If it is not done well, it will be completely destroyed. With Yi Tian's level, he can naturally break the Chang Palace without damaging the foundation of this body. However, he is not in a hurry to destroy the 937 palace by himself. After all, he doesn't have a better palace rebuilding technique yet. Of course, it's nothing to him. He can completely create his own Changgong Kung Fu. So in the following years, he continued to study various exercises, and even studied the fragments of various exercises from long ago, and gradually gained a fundamental understanding and appreciation of Changgong exercises. Soon, he created a very good Changgong Kung Fu, 10,000 methods Changgong. This is the Changgong cultivation technique created by combining one's own Tao of 10,000 Dharma. Due to limited time, his technique is currently only the Emperor level Chang Palace Kung Fu, but fortunately the Chang Palace of 10,000 techniques can be promoted. It is a promotable Chang Palace and has an unlimited future. As long as he continues to perfect the Chang Palace of 10,000 techniques in the future, it will be possible to perfect Judge 1 to the ultimate level of important officials. Let's start. Yi Tian hid in Zilanshan's home, activated the formation, and then destroyed the palace in his body. In the void inside his body, there was a shadow that looked like a palace, which was Chongyang. With a thought in his mind, the palace began to collapse, the magic power in his body began to dissipate, and his body began to wither. His appearance also began to look older, as if he was about to die. But Yi Tian didn't care. After the collapse of the Chang Palace, he quickly practiced the Chang Palace of 10,000 methods and crazily absorbed energy from the outside world. Gradually, a new heavy palace condensed in his body. The scale of this heavy palace far exceeded the previous inferior heavy palace, and it became more and more solid like a real heavy palace. At the same time, his mana also regrouped, nourished the physical body, and rapidly improved the physical body. First level of heaven, the second level of the first heaven, the third level of the first heaven. As time passed, the body's cultivation level skyrocketed, and it soon returned to the seventh level of the third heaven. After all, this body has reached this state before. If you practice at his state, you will naturally be able to return to your original state of cultivation very quickly. Moreover, the speed of cultivation in the Changgu Palace of 10,000 methods was much faster than that of the lower Changgu Palace. It didn't take long for his cultivation to reach the first level of the fourth heaven. At this point, if you want to continue to improve, you have to spend resources, otherwise your cultivation speed will be very slow. Yi Tian is not in a hurry to obtain resources. He has to first create some secret moves of the Chang Palace that are suitable for him to enhance the strength of this body. Although he knows a lot of the ultimate arcana of the Yakuza and the ultimate arcana of time and space, he can't use them at all. He can also use weak moves, but they are not suitable for this heavy palace system. He has to modify it slightly to perfectly fit the Changgong system so that the strength of this body can be brought out. After some time, Yi Tian successfully created some Changgong secret techniques. He created 3 heaven-level heavy palace secret methods and 1 emperor-level heavy palace secret method, which were enough for the time being. After all, in a small place like Zilan Mountain, he didn't need to spend a long time to create any powerful supreme-level heavy palace. Secret method. These 4 secret techniques of the Changgong were all created by him, and he easily cultivated them to perfection. With his current strength, it is very easy to kill the practitioners of the 5th and 6th heavens, but it is more difficult to kill the practitioners of the 7th heaven. After all, every time the space-time line differs by 1 level of cultivation, the gap in strength is huge. Even he has a hard time fighting across the realm, mainly because his body's mana and physical body do not support him. Zilan Mountain, Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce. Xiaoya, the president of the Chamber of Commerce, is very sad at the moment, because the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce is now suppressed by many chambers of commerce, and even some of the chamber's offerings have been poached by other chambers of commerce. President, those chambers of commerce have recruited some people who can refine Changgong Xuanyi from somewhere, and the quality is very good. Nowadays, there is a large supply of Changgong Xuanyi, and we can't compete at all, said an old man from the Chamber of Commerce. Changgong Xuanyi. Xiaoya gritted her teeth and was completely annoyed. Originally, her Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce also had a Chang Palace secret master who could refine Chang Palace mysterious liquid, but his skills were not very good, the quality was poor, and the output was small. But now, that person has also been poached. The promise of those chambers of commerce is to train the Chang Palace secret master, which makes the other party's heart flutter. President, do you want to invite a powerful secret master from the Chang Palace elsewhere? A senior executive asked. Xiaoya shook her head. No, the closest place to Zilan Mountain is Xuandu Mountain, but Xuandu Mountain is separated from us by dangerous places such as the Tianchuan River. Without strength above the 9th level, it is too easy to fall. And our Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce has an ancestor from the 9th level, so we can't let our ancestor take risks. Besides, even if our ancestors are willing to take risks, they are not willing to take risks with other secret masters. The others didn't know what to do and stopped talking. In a small place like Zilan Mountain, there are very few Chang Palace secret masters and their status is extremely high. It is really difficult for them to recruit new Chang Palace secret masters. However, the Changgong mysterious liquid refined by the Changgong secret master is too important. It is one of the necessary cultivation resources for Changgong practitioners and can greatly improve their cultivation level. Even some high-quality level 2.5 heavy palace mysterious liquid can help break the bottleneck and break through to a higher realm. Other chambers of commerce can sell a large amount of Changgong Xuanyi, but Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce cannot produce Changgong Xuanyi. Who will come to Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce to buy resource items? This is the current dilemma. The Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce has hundreds of thousands of members, and their annual wages are unimaginably astronomical. If the business fails, the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce will go bankrupt in a few years. That's when an employee came to report. President, there is a practitioner from the 4th heaven who says that he is the secret master of the Changgong Palace, and he has come to apply for the job. This employee reports. Secretary of the 4th heaven's palace. Xiaoya frowned slightly, not quite believing it. Chapter 3595, 100 yuan Zon liquid showing 93% purity. The secret master of Chong Palace has a very high status. He is good at refining Chong Palace mysterious liquid and other spiritual liquids, elixirs, etc., and his net worth is very high. Even if his qualifications are poor, it is not difficult to improve his cultivation level. For example, the half-assed secret master of the Chong Palace from the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce has reached the 7th heaven realm and is extremely powerful, no less than Xiaoya. So, Xiaoya felt that something was wrong with the 4th-level heavenly Chong Palace secret master who came to her door. His cultivation level was too low. Could it be that he just became the Chong Palace secret master? It's better to see it. If you have some talent, you can refine the Chonggong Zon liquid. Immediately, Xiaoya asked the Chong Palace secret master to come in. Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce. Yi Tian came here. His purpose is to become the Chong Palace secret master of Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce. According to his understanding, Chong Palace secret master is undoubtedly the most profitable industry, more profitable than refining weapons, and has a high status. He wants to obtain a large amount of resources to improve his strength, and becoming the Chong Palace secret master is undoubtedly the best choice. He had previously purchased a copy of the Chong Palace Mysterious Liquid and the Incomplete Inheritance of the Chong Palace Mystic. 26 He researched this profession and found that the Chong Palace Mystic was similar to an alchemist, but he was not an alchemist. Instead, he used the Chong Palace in his body to refining Chonggong Xuanyi, elixir, etc. The Chonggong Xuanyi is very important to practitioners, so the palace secret has a very high status. Yi Tian himself also deduced and perfected the Chong Palace secret master's technique. Now he can refine Chong Palace Zon liquid, but it is only ordinary Chong Palace Zon liquid. It just so happened that he learned about the plight of the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce and came here on his own initiative. With the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce as his backer, he would have no problem collecting resources. He could also use the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce to collect many items, inheritance information, etc. Soon, Yi Tian met Xiaoya, the president of the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce. When Xiaoya saw Yi Tian, she frowned slightly, obviously a little disappointed. In her opinion, Yi Tian was not only low in cultivation, but also too young, and did not have the unique temperament of a normal Chong Palace secret master. Is this really the secret master of the Chonggong Palace? Your Excellency is really the Chong Palace secret master? Xiaoya asked. President Xiao, I am indeed the Chong Palace secret master. If you don't believe it, I can refine the Chong Palace Zon liquid on the spot. Yi Tian said. Xiaoya directly asked Yi Tian to refine Chonggong Xuanyi. Xiaoya and a group of senior officials from the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce watched. Yi Tian took out some materials for refining Chonggong Zon liquid and began to put Chonggong Zon liquid into his body to refine the most common Chonggong Zon liquid, which is also the only Chonggong Zon liquid he currently knows. Chonggong Xuanyi is the general name, but it is actually divided into many types. There are low-level mysterious liquid, intermediate mysterious liquid, high-level mysterious liquid, and top-level mysterious liquid. The low-level mysterious liquid is of great help to practitioners below the 5th heaven. The low-grade mysterious liquid is also divided into 60% purity, 70% purity, 80% purity, and 90% purity according to the fine purity. Low-grade mysterious fluids with a purity of less than 60% are unqualified and are not allowed to be sold. Time passed slowly, and after a period of time, Yi Tian had refined a batch of 100 yuan black liquid, and then removed it from his body. When everyone saw the 100 yuan Zon liquid that Yi Tian had just refined, they identified it as the Zon liquid that had just been refined and it was not a fake. President, this is 93% purity of the 100 yuan Zon liquid. A senior executive of the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce said excitedly. What, 53% pure 100 yuan mysterious liquid? Xiaoya was shocked. Although she is not the secret master of the Chong Palace, she also knows what 93% purity means. The former half-hearted secret master of the Chong Palace of Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce could only refine 73% of the 100 yuan Zon liquid, but Yi Tian directly refined it. 93% of the 100 yuan Zon liquid was produced. Compared with Yi Tian, the Chong Palace secret master is simply a jerk. In fact, Yi Tian still hides his level. If he is willing, he can even refine a 100% purity 100 yuan Zon liquid, but that would be too high profile. After all, there is no Chong Palace secret master in the entire Zilan Mountain who can refine a Chong Palace of such quality. Zon liquid. Therefore, he deliberately hid his skills and only refined 93% of the quality of the 100 yuan zan liquid. This was almost comparable to the top group of Chong Palace secret masters in Zilan Mountain. It would attract the attention of the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce, but it would not treat him as such. As a monster. Sir, your level is too high. Our Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce welcomes you to join. Xiaoya said very excitedly. I can join the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce, but I need absolute freedom, and if you have nothing to do, you can't disturb me. Yi Tian put forward many conditions in succession, and Xiaoya agreed to them all. After all, as long as Yi Tian joins the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce, the dilemma of the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce will be solved. Subsequently, the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce arranged a luxurious residence for Yi Tian, €1, and there were strong patrols around to ensure Yi Tian's safety. The days after, Yi Tian refined the Chonggong Zan liquid for the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce. He also obtained many methods for refining the Chonggong Zan liquid, including many methods for refining the intermediate Chonggong Zan liquid. As for the material issue, Yi Tian doesn't need to worry about it. The Chamber of Commerce will send the materials to Yi Tian. At Yi Tian's level, it is undoubtedly very easy to refine a Chong Palace Zan liquid like 100 yuan Zan liquid, and the quality is controlled at 93% purity. Occasionally, it can be refined to 94% purity, and the Chong Palace Zan liquid he prepared for himself Zan liquid is naturally 100% pure. With enough Chong Palace Zan liquid, Yi Tian often started to refine Chong Palace Zan liquid to improve his strength. The only pity is that his copy talent has not been restored yet. He will not be able to completely restore his copy talent until he becomes stronger. At that time, he can condense his copy body and refine the Chong Palace Zan liquid while practicing. The other side, the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce took out a large amount of low-grade Chonggong Zan liquid such as 100 yuan Zan liquid and began to sell it to the outside world. The quality was as high as 93% purity, which immediately attracted a large number of practitioners. Suddenly, the reputation of the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce became huge, business increased rapidly, and other businesses were also revived. The Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce, which was originally in trouble and was in danger, has turned around and is even on the rise again. Seeing this scene, several other chambers of commerce became anxious and immediately convened a meeting. Zilan Mountain, Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce. Representatives from the Maple Leaf Chamber of Commerce and the Tushan Chamber of Commerce came to the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce to discuss the matter of the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce. At this time, Haishan, the president of the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce, said, 3,000 years ago, 3 intermediate Chonggong secret masters of the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce were killed, and a 10th-level practitioner fell, which led to the decline of the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce. Before the palace, the only mid-level Chonggong mystic left, leaving only an ordinary low-level Chonggong mystic. We originally thought that after this low-level Chonggong mystic was poached by us, the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce would be completely in ruins. Unexpectedly, we unexpectedly invited another powerful Chong Palace secret master, which disrupted our plan. Chapter 3596 7th Heavenly Cultivation. Have you found out the identity of the Chong Palace secret master? Luo Kan, president of the Maple Leaf Chamber of Commerce, asked. Haishan shook his head. I only know that it is called Yi Tian. He was originally an ordinary first-level practitioner in our Zilan Mountain. He didn't seem to be called Yi Tian, but later he changed it to this name. He didn't have any background, and suddenly he became Chong Palace secret master. I suspect that some outsider has changed his identity, and now he has reached the 4th level of heaven. Could it be that Yi Tian himself is an ordinary practitioner in our Zilan Mountain, but he just got the chance by accident? Luo Kan guessed. Unlikely, the cultivation level can skyrocket, but the Chong Palace mystic can't be created at once. It takes a long time to refine the Chong Palace Zan liquid before he can become a powerful Chong Palace mystic. Therefore, Yi Tian must be he comes from the outside world, and his current identity is just a cover-up. Of course, the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce will not care about his true identity. Haishan said. First try to contact Yi Tian and see if you can win him over. If you can't win over him, kill him. Luo Kan suggested. With the strength of several of their chambers of commerce, it is undoubtedly very simple to kill a practitioner with a 4th-level cultivation. However, Yi Tian has been staying within the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce during this period, and except for refining the Chonggong Zan liquid, he has been practicing at other times. Unbeknownst to the outside world, Yi Tian's clone's cultivation improved rapidly. The 3rd level of the 4th heaven. The 4th level of the 4th heaven. The 5th level of the 4th heaven. His cultivation level improved too fast. In order to prevent his cultivation level from rising too fast and attracting attention, he also researched and created a special Chongyang secret method that can conceal his own cultivation level. Unless he is several realms higher than him, otherwise can't see through what he's hiding. It didn't take long for Li Changsheng to use a large amount of 100% pure 100 yuan zon liquid to raise his cultivation level to the 5th level of heaven, and it was still improving rapidly. Anyway, he doesn't lack resources now, so he doesn't go out. He plans to increase his strength to a certain level before leaving. Yi Tian can't go out, which undoubtedly makes other forces unable to win over him and deal with him. As time passed, the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce had passed the most dangerous period, and was even training new Chonggong secret masters, but it was Yi Tian who really relied on them. Yi Tian has now even begun to research on refining the intermediate Chong Palace mysterious liquid. The main reason is that if he wants to continue to improve his cultivation quickly, the low-level Chong Palace mysterious liquid is not very effective, so he naturally needs the intermediate Chong Palace mysterious liquid. The Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce has many secret recipes for the intermediate Chonggong zon liquid. Yi Tian easily obtained it and then refined it easily. The purity was also maintained at more than 85%. The 85% purity of the intermediate zon liquid is already very high. If another intermediate-grade mysterious liquid with a purity of over 90% is taken out, more powerful forces may intervene. Therefore, Yi Tian is very low-key. However, what he refined for himself was the 100% pure intermediate mysterious liquid. With the assistance of the 100% pure intermediate mysterious liquid, his cultivation level quickly rose to the 6th level, and quickly moved towards the 7th level. Zongtian is making progress. In addition, Yi Tian also browsed many Chonggong exercises and some ancient classics from the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce. By browsing these, he supplemented his systematic knowledge of this time and space line. This will have great significance for him to improve his method of Chonggong in the future. The Sea of A dimensions. Each copy of Yi Tian's body is still practicing here. Suddenly, he received a message from another time-space line clone. I didn't expect it would take so long for the other clone's information to be transmitted. It's too difficult to transmit information across time and space lines. Yi Tian murmured. Now, he is aware of the situation of another time and space line, and he has a little confidence in his heart, and the completely different practice system has also given him a lot of gains. But the strength of his clone is still too weak, and he has not yet come into contact with the real secrets of another time and space line. He has to improve the strength of that clone and become the top existence of that time and space line before he can hope to pry into more details. The secret of High Realm. That clone continues to work hard to improve its strength, and I have to continue to improve my strength here. First, I will increase my cultivation, methods and ultimate rules to the limit. Yi Tian closed his eyes and continued practicing. It's the 7th heaven. Yi Tian felt the 7th level magic power in his body, and the magic power in his body was already terrifying. However, compared to his cultivation, his physical body is still a bit weak. The main reason is that his cultivation level has improved too fast and his physical body cannot keep up. Immediately, he combined the knowledge of another time and space line to create a secret method that can temper the physical body, which can temper the physical body to the true physical limit. This secret technique is called the 10,000 Methods Heavy Palace Body Tempering Technique. Countless mana passed through the palace of 10,000 laws in his body and turned into pure flame power to continuously temper his body. His body became stronger and stronger, and his strength continued to skyrocket. Although his cultivation level has not improved, his strength is increasing rapidly. Coupled with the Emperor-level Heavy Palace secret method and the Heaven-level Heavy Palace secret method he created, his current strength is enough to kill the 9th-level Heavy Palace master. A palace practitioner. But it is still a little difficult to deal with the practitioners of the 10th heaven, but there is no problem in saving lives. The strongest person in Zilan Mountain is a practitioner of the 13th heaven. There are very few practitioners above the 10th heaven. They are all old monsters who have lived for many years and belong to the background of the major forces in Zilan Mountain. He is also not easy to come across. In the days that followed, Yi Tian relaxed a little. Unless he was very unlucky, his clone would not die easily. Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce. Senior executives from Haishan and other chambers of commerce gathered together to discuss with Zhao Ma again Director Yi Tian. Yi Tian must die. This guy can refine 85% pure intermediate mysterious liquid. Our business has been severely suppressed. If this guy doesn't come out, he will definitely not be attracted, so he must be killed. Quote. How to kill him? He is hiding inside the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce and won't come out. Find a reason to attack the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce. You don't need to actually fight. Just hold them back. Then invite an assassin from the Dark Temple to attack Yi Tian. As long as you invite an assassin with 7th level cultivation, Yi Tian will definitely die. €1. Then let's do it. After they discussed it, they paid a certain price to hire the assassins from the Dark Temple. The Dark Temple is preparing to dispatch a killer of the 9th level of the 7th heaven. Even practitioners of the 1st level of the 8th heaven will be afraid of such a killer. In their opinion, this plan is foolproof. Chapter 3597 instantly kills the 7th level killer. This day, a large number of Chonggong practitioners, led by Haishan and other powerful men, gathered at the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce, looking ready to fight. All of a sudden, the senior officials of the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce came forward to negotiate with Haishan and others. Xiaoya said coldly, Haishan, why did you bring so many people to our Sichuan Chamber of Commerce? We want to cooperate with the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce. The Chonggong Zan liquid from your Chamber of Commerce can be sold to us. Montenegro said. Impossible. Xiaoya refused. The Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce was directly suppressed by these chambers of commerce and was almost on the verge of bankruptcy. Now with the help of the Chonggong Zan liquid refined by Yi Tian, €1 it has begun to rise. How could it be possible to hand over this Zan liquid to other chambers of commerce for sale? Boom! Black Mountain and other powerful men burst out with the power of the Chong Palace, as if they were about to fight. Of course, they will not really take action. Once so many Chonggong monks fight here, they will undoubtedly break the rules of Zilan Mountain. The real Zilan guards of Zilan Mountain will come, and they will all be punished. Large-scale fighting is not allowed. Unless it is outside the scope of Zilan Mountain, the Zhigang guards will not care. The strength of the Zilan guards far exceeds theirs. Their lowest level of cultivation is in the 7th heaven, and their leader is in existence in the 10th heaven. Anyone who dares to ignore 253's rules is seeking death. Montenegro did not really break out into a conflict with the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce. It just wanted the strong men from the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce to gather here and hold them back. At the same time, the killer shadow number 13 from the 9th level of the 7th heaven of the Dark Temple has already sneaked into the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce and found the location of Yi Tian's retreat. Soon, he locked on the doctor, a practitioner of the 9th level of the 7th heaven. Yi Tian had long noticed the existence of this killer, and since the killer himself had murderous intentions, he was undoubtedly an enemy. Whoosh! His figure moved and disappeared from the spot. The next moment, he appeared in front of the 3rd level of Shadow. At this moment, Shadow 13 was also a little confused. He had no idea that his target would be so fast, and that his cultivation level was not as weak as the outside world reported, but had reached the 7th level of heaven. Fortunately, the opponent was only at the 1st level of the 7th heaven, and his cultivation level was not as good as his. Call out! Shadow number 13 rushed towards Yi Tian in an instant, and the long blade in his hand burst out with a bloody blade. It was an earth-level secret technique. However, his attack failed and did not touch Yi Tian. Next moment, Yi Tian pressed a finger on the back of his head. Immediately afterwards, a terrifying force burst out, Shadow 13's head was instantly shattered, and the whole person's vitality disappeared in an instant. Too weak, Yi Tian murmured. In fact, this killer is very powerful. It is absolutely easy to attack and kill the practitioners of the 7th heaven. If the practitioners of the 1st level of the 8th heaven are careless, they will be attacked and killed by him. But what he has to deal with is Yi Tian. Yi Tian's current strength is comparable to that of a practitioner from the 10th heaven. Killing a killer from the 7th heaven is naturally a matter of a thought. The Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce and several other chambers of commerce came to trouble the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce, and then I was assassinated. It seems that these chambers of commerce did it. Yi Tian thought. He had no definite evidence, but he didn't need evidence either. However, he was not planning to attack those chambers of commerce. Maybe those chambers of commerce were not strong, but they might have trump cards, and he did not want to attract the attention of Zilan Wei. When your strength improves, you can go find trouble with these chambers of commerce. Yi Tian secretly said. Immediately, he disposed of the killer's body without leaving any traces, and continued to return to his residence to practice. The other side, Haishan and others were very anxious when they saw that there was no news. As time goes by, they become more and more anxious. Finally, Lan Wei was attracted. Boom. One after another, the extremely powerful Zilan guards came across, locking everyone present with their aura. Everyone leave, no trouble is allowed. A leader of the Zilan guard ordered. Haishan and others did not dare to refute and retreated one after another. After returning to the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce headquarters, Haishan contacted the people from the Dark Temple, and soon received news from the Dark Temple that the killer who attacked Yiwu was dead. The Dark Temple will no longer attack Yitian. If you want the Dark Temple to continue attacking, you will have to pay a higher price. Damn Dark Temple, how dare you trick me? Montenegro was determined not to believe that the killer died because the Dark Temple was unwilling to take action and directly deceived him into failing the mission, and the reward he gave to the Dark Temple was directly swallowed by the Dark Temple. If he continues to bid and is swallowed up by the Dark Temple, he will have no place to cry. Moreover, he did not dare to offend the Dark Temple. After all, the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce was just an ant in front of the Dark Temple. Black Mountain, the Dark Temple is unreliable. We still have to rely on ourselves. We have to find a way to send a 7th-level cultivator secretly trained to kill the secret master of the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce. Suggested the president of the Maple Leaf Chamber of Commerce. Well, that's the only way, but you have to find the right opportunity. Always keep an eye on the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce. Once the Chong Palace secret master comes out, take action directly. Montenegro ordered. However, since that attack, Yitian has continued to retreat, and except for occasionally refining the Chonggongzhan liquid for the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce, he has been practicing hard. His cultivation level is also getting higher and higher. The 2nd level of the 7th heaven. The 3rd level of the 7th heaven. 4th level of the 7th heaven. After a period of time, Yitian's cultivation has reached the 9th level of the 7th heaven, and is only one step away from the 8th heaven. The 7th to 8th heavens are undoubtedly a big bottleneck for other Chonggong practitioners, and they may not be able to break through them in a lifetime. But Yitian clearly broke the bottleneck and advanced to the 8th heaven. With his current strength, he is enough to easily kill the practitioners of the 10th heaven, but he is still slightly worse at dealing with the practitioners of the 1st heaven. However, there are not many practitioners of the 11th level in Zilan Mountain. In the days that followed, Yitian focused on understanding the large number of Chonggong exercises and secret techniques provided to him by the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce. With these, he could continue to improve his own Wanfa Chonggong exercise. The Emperor-level heavy palace technique is not his goal. There are supreme-level heavy palaces and ultimate heavy palaces. With his background, understanding, and realm, it is not difficult to create the supreme-level heavy palace techniques, but it requires a lot of reference. But now, he has a chance to refer to it. He believes that it won't be long before he can create the supreme-level Chong Palace cultivation technique, but it will just take a little more time. Chapter 3598 Get ready to leave. In the following years, Yitian spent a relatively peaceful time, and some chambers of commerce such as the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce did not take action against him for the time being. Yitian didn't go out, he just practiced inside Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce and refined Chonggong Shuini. Time passed by and a relatively long time passed. This day, Yitian successfully deduced the supreme level Chonggong Kung Fu, and deduced the Wanfa Chonggong technique to the supreme level. Immediately, he began to practice the perfected Wanfa Chonggong technique and transform Wanfa Chonggong. In order to quickly complete the transformation, he swallowed a large amount of Chong Palace Zhan liquid, and then reshaped Wanfa Kuguan. As time went by, the Wanfa Palace was quickly remodeled. Boom! The Palace of 10,000 Laws transformed from the Imperial Palace to the Supreme Palace. The magic power in the body also completed its transformation and became more pure and powerful. Moreover, during this period of time, he was not only deducing the techniques, but also practicing, and his current cultivation level has reached the 8th level of the 8th heaven. Now that he has the supreme level Chong Palace cultivation technique, his cultivation speed will be faster, and it won't be long before he can break through to the 9th level of cultivation. The Chong Palace cultivation technique has been upgraded to the supreme level, and I have to create 1 or 2 supreme level Chong Palace secret techniques. I can show my strength. Yitian murmured. So in the following days, he deduced and created the secret method of the supreme level palace, and after spending a period of time, he successfully created it. Buzz! A set of blood-colored armor gradually condensed on Yitian's body. This is his supreme level secret method of the Chongyang Palace, the extreme blood armor. After that, he continued to deduce, and after many Chonggong years, he successively deduced 2 supreme level Chonggong secret methods. The 2 supreme level secret techniques of the Heavy Palace are the Extreme Blood Blade and the Extreme Blood Escape. With these 3 supreme-level secret techniques of the Heavy Palace, the strength he can exert is already extremely astonishing. Moreover, his current cultivation level has successfully reached the 9th level and 6th level, and his true combat power is already astonishing, no less than the strongest person in Zilan Mountain. The master of Zilan Mountain is a strong man of the 13th level and 8th level. I should have hope of defeating him, but I cannot rule out that Zilan Mountain hides a more powerful existence. Yi Tian murmured. Therefore, he will not be too high profile, but he does not need to be afraid of anything. Even if he encounters a strong man from the 14th level, he can still escape if he can't defeat him. The Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce is still too weak. With the help of the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce, it cannot help me quickly understand this time and space line. It is time to leave the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce. Yi Tian murmured. Immediately, he was ready to say goodbye to Xiaoya from the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce. President Xiao, I'm ready to leave. Yi Tian came to Xiaoya and told his purpose. Xiaoya was a little at a loss. It was not that she had never thought about Yi Tian leaving, but she didn't expect it to be now. It was too sudden and too fast. In recent years, the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce has grown rapidly with the help of Yi Tian, and has even recruited several Chonggong secret masters, but she naturally does not want Yi Tian to leave. Because only Yi Tian can refine the Chonggong Zan liquid above the intermediate level, as well as the Chonggong Zan liquid with high purity. If Yi Tian leaves, the loss will be too great for the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce. Secretary Yi, did our Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce provide poor hospitality? Why did you leave? Xiaoya asked. Yi Tian shook his head. No, I just want to go to a farther place to see and cry. Farther away, Xiaoya knew that Yi Tian was leaving Zilan Mountain, and immediately persuaded him. Secretary Yi, if you want to leave Zilan Mountain and go to other areas, you must pass through the Tianshuan River. The Tianshuan River is too dangerous, even if it is the 9th, even the strong men in Zongtian are not 100% sure of getting through. President Xiao, I have a way to cross the Tianshuan River. Yi Tiandao, seeing that Yi Tian insisted on leaving, President Xiao stopped trying to persuade him and could only say, Secretary Yi, be careful. Good. Yi Tian nodded slightly and left immediately. Just after Yi Tian left, an old man appeared next to Xiaoya. This old man is the ancestor of the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce, Xiaohe of the 3rd level of Juchongtian. Ancestor, Xiaoya said respectfully. Xiaoya, Master Yi can't let him leave. Even if you threaten him, you have to let him stay at the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce. You are still too soft-hearted. Xiaohe said. Ancestor, if we force him to stay, he will not serve us. Besides, if he offends a powerful Chong Palace secret master, the future will definitely be a disaster. If he leaves, then let him leave. Xiao Yado. We ask him to leave, but the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce will not let him leave. Xiao He Road, please ask the ancestor to help him when the time comes. If it weren't for him, our Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce would have gone bankrupt. Xiao Ya requested. All right, Xiao He agreed. Yi Tian had just left the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce, and many important palace repairmen were eyeing him. But he didn't care at all. Wow wow wow, figures appeared around him, and the void around him transformed. Immediately afterwards, Haishan and other Chonggong monks appeared. Secretary Yi, are you willing to join our Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce? Haishan walked in front of Yi Tian and asked. Roll. Yi Tian said coldly. Court death. Montenegro was extremely angry. Kill him. Haishan no longer had any thoughts of wooing Yi Tian, and directly ordered Yi Tian to be killed. But the next moment, rays of light passed through the bodies of those Chong Palace monks. Whether they were 5th or 7th heaven monks, they were like ants in Yi Tian's hands. He waved his hand, these cultivators. All turned into powder. Haishan wanted to escape, but Yi Tian pinched him with one hand and killed him directly. You wanna die. 3 9th level monks came from 3 directions, and they were clearly the ancestors behind the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce and other forces. Unexpected, a bloody blade emerged and instantly killed the 3 ancestors of the 9th level. Come out, Yi Tian said to the empty void. Wow. Xiao He walked out from there, shaking all over. He didn't expect that Yi Tian's strength was so terrifying. Killing the monks of the 9th level was like killing ants. What kind of cultivation was this? He also wanted to help Yi Tian, but Yi Tian moved too quickly and killed him too quickly, and he had no chance to take action. Secretary Yi, don't get me wrong. I am Xiao He, the ancestor of the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce. I have no ill intentions towards you. Xiao A hurriedly explained. I know, that's why I didn't attack you. Go back and stop following me. Yi Tian said. Yes. Xiao He ran away quickly. Chapter 3599 The Lord of Zilan Mountain. Just when Yi Tian was about to leave Zilan Mountain, groups of Zilan guards appeared, but they did not surround Yi Tian, a euro but formed two lines. Then, a young man wearing black armor walked out of the void. Mountain Master. One by one, the Zilan guards said respectfully. The person who came was suddenly the mountain owner of Zilan Mountain, a strong man of the 8th level of the 13th heaven. My little friend, can you tell me a little bit? The master of Zilan Mountain asked. DJ. Yi Tian nodded. He was not afraid of the master of Zilan Mountain. The reason why he did not refuse was because he wanted to learn more information from the master of Zilan Mountain. Immediately, the owner of Zilan Mountain invited Yi Tian to enter a magnificent palace on the top of Zilan Mountain. This is the residence of the owner of Zilan Mountain. As soon as he sat down, the master of Zilan Mountain ordered two voluptuous maids to come over to 920 to make tea. These two maids are not ordinary monks. They are both monks from the 8th heaven. They are ancestor-level existences among ordinary forces, but under the master of Zilan Mountain, they have the status of maids. Master Zilan Mountain, what's the reason for inviting me? Yi Tian asked lightly. The Lord of Zilan Mountain picked up a cup of tea, took a sip, and then asked out of curiosity, you are probably not the monk of Zilan Mountain. Of course, the body is, but the soul is probably not. Just a moment ago, all of Yi Tian's information had been transmitted to the mind of the owner of Zilan Mountain. He knew very well that Yi Tian could not suddenly become powerful because he had acquired some kind of inheritance. No one could suddenly grow so fast, and even if he had acquired an inheritance, his arrogant temperament could not be simulated. Moreover, he could feel that Yi Tian was in a very high state of mind, and he could not figure it out. Yes, Yi Tian did not refute. The master of Zilan Mountain asked again. I'm curious, where do you come from? Sea of a euro dimensions. Yi Tian said. He didn't lie, but the Sea of a euro dimensions was not in this space-time line. The owner of Zilan Mountain couldn't guess it because his level was too low. Sea of a euro dimensions. The owner of Zilan Mountain had never heard of it and did not continue to ask about it. He added, Your Excellency, your true cultivation level should be at the 9th level, but you can easily kill the strong man of the 9th level in an instant. What you practice should be some kind of emperor-level palace technique. I'm sorry to you I'm very interested in the technique, can you trade it with me? A-euro. The skills practiced by the master of Zilan Mountain belong to the Chong Palace cultivation technique, which is the pinnacle of the heaven level. After practicing to the 13th level, it is difficult to continue to progress. He has also been to many places, but he has never obtained the emperor-level Chong Palace. Kung Fu. Almost all the imperial-level Chonggong techniques are in the hands of some strong men above the 15th heaven, and he has no way to obtain them. Now, he finally saw hope. I wonder what the master of Zilan Mountain can offer in exchange for the emperor-level heavy palace skills. Yi Tian asked. The master of Zilan Mountain was speechless. He still understood the value of an emperor-level heavy palace cultivation technique. Even with all his wealth, he would not be able to trade for an emperor-level Chong Palace cultivation technique. If you don't make a deal, Mo will not be able to get out of here. With a thought from the owner of Zilan Mountain, the formation in the palace was activated, and a killing intent enveloped Yi Tian. Obviously, the owner of Zilan Mountain wants to rob it. Yi Tian may be capable of seizing bodies, but his cultivation level is only the 9th level. How can he defeat him, a strong man of the 8th level of the 13th level? Even the emperor-level palace and the secret method of the emperor-level palace are not capable of defeating him. It can't be done. Therefore, he is not afraid of Yi Tian at all. In his opinion, if Yi Tian does not want to perish, he must obediently hand over the secret method of the imperial palace. Master Zilan Mountain, you made a wrong choice. Yi Tian said coldly. Ha 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 ha, wrong choice. The owner of Zilan Mountain sneered. This is Zilan Mountain, this is my territory, you are only the 9th heaven, and I am the 13th heaven, you should not be exposed so early. If you break through to the 11th level and are exposed again, I may not dare to attack you, but now, you have no right to resist. Originally I wanted to get some information from you, but now it seems I don't need it. After Yi Tian finished speaking, he took action directly. Boom, the Jadao blood armor wrapped his whole body, and he immediately used the Jadao blood blade to slash at the master of Zilan Mountain. The owner of Zilan Mountain almost didn't react, but he still relied on the formation to build layers of defenses in front of him, but they were all torn apart by Yi Tian's Jidao blood blade. Then, the Jadao blood blade left a wound on Zilan Mountain. Boom! The battle broke out, and the aftermath directly shattered the two maids, as well as the Zilan guards guarding them nearby. Next, a shocking battle broke out between Yi Tian and the master of Zilan Mountain. Their battle attracted the attention of all the monks in Zilan Mountain. Boom! Yi Tian used all his methods, whether it was speed, attack, or defense, he was superior to the master of Zilan Mountain. The master of Zilan Mountain is undoubtedly the kind of 13th level monk who is very stretched. After all, he does not have any powerful inheritance, and in order to improve his strength, he also uses a lot of counterproductive methods, which naturally increases his combat experience. Boom! Yi Tian struck with a slash and directly knocked away the owner of Zilan Mountain, leaving scars on his body. What? The mountain master of Zilan Mountain was injured. Who was that? It seems that he only has the cultivation level of the 9th heaven. How could he hurt the mountain master of Zilan Mountain? All the monks were shocked. Inside the Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce, Xiaohe and Xiaoya stood together, and they were also shocked. Ancestor, is that Secret Master Yi? Xiaoya asked. It's Secret Master Yi. Xiaohe nodded slightly. At this moment, he was also confused. He knew that Yi Tian was very powerful, but the master of Zilan Mountain was a powerful person in the 13th heaven, and he couldn't beat the 9th heaven. Yi Tian, a euro, this is unreasonable. Moreover, why did Yi Tian suddenly break out into a fight with the owner of Zilan Mountain? Suddenly, he thought of a possibility, opportunity. The owner of Zilan Mountain must have thought that Yi Tian had something good in him, so he attacked Yi Tian, a euro, and then the battle broke out. Now it seems that the master of Zilan Mountain is no match, and in a battle of this level, those Zilan guards cannot intervene at all. Puff! The owner of Zilan Mountain kept vomiting blood. He looked at Yi Tian in disbelief. He originally thought that Yi Tian's palace was an imperial palace, but now it seems that he underestimated Yi Tian. This is definitely a supreme level palace above the emperor level, and it is also the top supreme level palace. Yi Tian's combat skills and use of physical strength are far beyond him. Elephant. Yi Tian is definitely some kind of unimaginable powerful person who seizes the body. He does not dare to provoke Yi Tian. Now it is too late to regret. Chapter 3610,000 Mountains. Senior, I know the location of a treasure. The owner of Zilan Mountain also wanted to exchange the treasure for his life, but Yi Tian didn't care at all. Boom! Yi Tian killed him again and again, and the supreme level Chong Palace secret art Jidao blood blade slashed at Zilan Mountain Shanli again and again. Not long after, the body of the owner of Zilan Mountain was completely chopped into pieces and could never be recovered. After killing the owner of Zilan Mountain, Yi Tian immediately broke into the treasure house of Zilan Mountain and took away all the resources, treasures, and classics and inheritance inside. The remaining Zilan guards did not dare to provoke Yi Tian at all. Ancestor, Secret Master Yi killed the master of Zilan Mountain. Xiaoya looked at the ancestor Xiaohe and asked in shock. Xiaohe was also dumbfounded. What kind of existence is the mountain lord of Zilan Mountain? He has been the overlord of Zilan Mountain for countless years. No one can threaten the status of the Lord of Zilan Mountain. But now, the owner of Zilan Mountain has been killed, and Lian Tiao has no chance to escape. And Yi Tian, a euro who killed the master of Zilan Mountain, was actually recruited by their Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce to become a secret master. This is simply incredible. Xiaoya, this secret master Yi should be one of the top 10 masters in seizing the body. He was previously defeated by our Qingchuan Chamber of Commerce, and he has just taken the body. His cultivation has not recovered yet. Remember not to mention him in the future. Xiaohe's message transmission rode. Yes, Zhu, Xiaoya responded. After receiving countless classics and inheritance from the master of Zilan Mountain, Yi Tian was not in a hurry to leave. He spent some time studying somewhere in Zilan Mountain, mainly to let himself have a clearer understanding of the cultivation system of this time and space line, and to improve it again. Find your own way to re-emphasize officials. He even perfected the 3 supreme level secret techniques of the palace that he had practiced, making them even more powerful. In addition, he also began to refine the high-grade Chonggong Xuanyi, Purple Heart Xuanyi. The method for refining this Chonggong Xuanyi was obtained from the treasure house of the master of Zilan Mountain. There are also large the materials are enough for him to refine. Not long after, he successfully mastered the method of refining the Purple Heart Zon liquid and refined Tian Cheng's Pure Concern Zon liquid. Subsequently, he used the Purple Heart Black liquid to increase his magic power. The 7th level of the 9th heaven. The 8th level of the 9th heaven. The 9th level of the 9th heaven. Yi Tian's cultivation has improved too fast. This is all due to the effect of the 100% pure purple heart mysterious liquid. In addition, he is still practicing the supreme level Chong Palace Kung Fu, so the speed of his cultivation is understandable. Soon, his cultivation level reached the 10th level. If he were to fight against the Master of Zilan Mountain with his current strength, he could instantly kill the Master of Zilan Mountain with one move. After all, the Master of Zilan Mountain is just a useless 13th level warrior, regardless of the Chong Palace Kung Fu, or the Chong Palace secret technique, both are very average and their combat effectiveness is naturally not good. With enough resources, Yi Tian will naturally continue to practice hard and wait until his cultivation is strong enough before going to other places. Unknowingly, a long period of time passed. At this time, Yi Tian's cultivation has reached the 12th level of heaven, and he can kill Zilan Mountain in the 13th level with just a few clicks. We have to leave. There are not many resources here, and this is just an area with a weak space-time line. The inheritance is limited, so we can't waste too much time here. The time-space line where the main body is located is not too far away from the final catastrophe. It would be too innocent if I wasted too much time in this space-time line and caused me to be unable to break through or find hope of living. Yi Tian left quickly and silently, no one knew he was gone. Tianshuan River. This is a special river surrounding the Zilan Mountain area. It blocks the Zilan Mountain area, making it impossible for practitioners in the Zilan Mountain area to leave. If you want to cross the Tianshuan River, you must at least have the strength of the 10th heaven, otherwise it is very dangerous. But even practitioners in the 10th heaven will perish if they are unlucky. Yi Tian walked on the Tianshuan River, not in a hurry to cross the river, but waiting for danger to come. Soon, a terrifying monster came out of the river. The aura on its body reached the realm of the 10th heaven, but it did not follow the path of the palace system, but the path of the physical system. This monster attacked Yi Tian, a euro, but was suppressed by Yi Tian with one hand, sealing it instantly. Come back and study it. Yi Tian Dao. After that, he captured many monsters in Tianshuan River. These monsters are called blood beasts in this time and space line. Among the blood beasts sealed by Yi Tian, a euro, there are even blood beasts that rival the 12th heaven, but they are still ants in his eyes. Then, he left Tianshuan River and went to other places. According to the information in the treasure house of the owner of Zilan Mountain, he knows a lot about some nearby areas. There are many areas similar to Zilan Mountain, and some distance away from Zilan Mountain, there is an area called Wanzhong Mountain, where there are the dense ancient giant city has many powerful people. The owner of Zilan Mountain has been here before, but after being attacked, he never dared to come here again. In this area of a euro the 10,000 Chong Mountains, there are powerful men above the 20th level. But who is the strongest person here and what kind of cultivation level he has? The master of Zilan Mountain is too weak to come into contact with such a strong person. Yi Tian also knows that this area of a euro Wanzhong Mountain is definitely not the place with the strongest space-time line, but it definitely knows a lot of 977 secrets. He should come to this area first to inquire about the situation. A period of time passed, and Yi Tian kept traveling back and forth, and finally arrived at the Wanzhong Mountain area on this day. As soon as he arrived, he saw the endless stretch of terrifying giant mountains. The aura of the giant mountains seemed to penetrate a layer of time and space, and countless strong men were shuttled among them. Soon, he entered one of the ancient giant cities in Wanzhong Mountain, the ancient city of worshipping the moon. After he came here, the first thing he did was to understand the situation here and spend some secret crystals to buy information. Gradually, he gained some understanding of the situation in Wanzhong Mountain, but he still didn't know much. However, he knew that even in Wanzhong Mountain, high-grade Chong Palace Zon liquid with a purity of over 95% was very precious. In addition, there is also top-grade Heavy Palace Mysterious liquid here. The high-grade Heavy Palace Mysterious liquid is suitable for the 9th to 12th heavens, and the top-grade Heavy Palace Mysterious liquid is suitable for the 13th to 16th heavens. After that, you need to refine the Chonggong Golden Pill to greatly increase your mana. Yi Tian currently does not have top-grade Chonggong Zon liquid, and cannot buy the refining method of top-grade Chong Palace Zon liquid. The best way is to mix into a force. So, in the following days, he made some inquiries and found a suitable target.